The witch told us there's 3 witches in the but likes man flesh, as it turns out. She wanted to eat Atreyu. And Atreyu seemed quite interested in being eaten, which was disturbing. Her sister is called Baba, which we believe might be Baba Yaga, but we don't know about Baba Yaga. So Baba is a red hag and does eat children. The third sister is a blood hag and is the black hag. The 3 of them are in a coven together. So the fish should now make their way downstream to the town. We now have a bushel of wolfsbane from the green hag. Still no gold leaf clover, and the green hag has never heard of it. That's what I've got. If that's enough. Don't all talk at once.
Yep, that's correct.
Yep, sounds good.
Are you guys ready to go back to town, or what are we doing out here?
I got a clover to look for.
Yeah.
Might as well look for a clover.
I'm thinking if this witch that lives in this forest doesn't know about them and hasn't heard of them, I'm guessing there's not going to be one here. Because a witch that lives in the forest would know about all the plants in the forest, I'm guessing. So I think we should go elsewhere. Although I don't know where. But we were meant to be going up the mountain anyway, weren't we?
You certainly were. I remember she's still there. So if you need to ask her anything, you could probably ask her.
Okay. We'll ask her then if she's never heard of it. Does she know about it by a different name? And we'll describe it to her the way that we've had it described to us.
I have not heard of it, but there is a particular place up near the mountains that I don't travel to.
Okay.
I should say a particular pious cleric group lives up that way.
A particular who lives there?
Pious.
Pious?
Yeah, they like to they would murder me in my sleep.
I see. Oakley dokley.
Self-righteous douchebags. You hear her say that under her breath.
Self-righteous douchebags.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
If you'll head northeast, you'll see their rickety wooden bridge. And that is the last place that I can travel through. After that, you are on your own.
Which direction did you say? Northeast?
Northeast.
Yes.
Or up through the door between the buildings. No, wrong way. That's northwest.
Yeah, you want to go northeast.
Yeah, I got my directions mixed up.
I do suggest you be careful. There are werewolves around
Where?
over there.
Over there?
Yeah.
Over there.
So they're werewolves, not werewolves.
Yeah.
I'm confused.
Or they could be werewolves. It all depends on where you are.
Yes.
Do be careful.
We will.
Shooby dooby doo.
She will wink at Atreyu. And even though Atreyu's not here, and say, I'll be seeing you again.
I bet in all the old familiar places.
What has she done to him? She's done something to him, hasn't she?
Something's happened, yes. You're unaware. Hello.
Hello, person.
Hello,
It's okay, you're
Bridget.
not allowed to
Sorry,
speak in
you're
here.
muted. But you can use the chat
Spectators are
bar.
not allowed. Yeah. Chat bar is here.
Chat bar is free.
So, you guys making your way to the snowy mountaintops?
Yes, we are.
Okay.
Wait, they're snowy?
Well, it's northeast.
I don't know if I've got the right footwear for that.
Are you worried about footwear?
It's a joke. I have hooves. It's a joke.
I know. That's why I asked if you were
No,
worried
I'm
about
not worried
footwear.
about footwear.
Do you have
Maybe
feet to worry
some
about
shoes.
footwear?
No, I have hooves. Hooves. I need hoofwear.
When was the last time you were shooed?
Oof.
I was thrown out of a pub the other day, if that makes any difference. Shoo. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. That didn't happen. Okay, so we head northeast then. Is anything
That's
else anybody wants
the
to ask
rickety
this witch
bridge.
while we're here?
Oi. Which?
I'd like to know what you've done to our Atreyu here.
Well,
He
let's
seems...
just say he's delicious.
Yeah, but he's our delicious. We would prefer it if you didn't try to eat him. He seems
I
oddly
have
drawn to you now that you've done something to him.
no plans on eating him just yet. Not
I would prefer
right
it if you
now.
didn't have any plans to eat him at all. It's not fair to go around eating people's friends. Especially if we're doing this this favour for you and going back to tell everybody how wonderful you are and how you don't eat children. Do you want us to throw in that she doesn't eat children, but she does like the taste of man flesh? Or do you want to just leave that one out altogether?
Ooh, roll a persuasion roll. Yeah. I was deciding if you were trying to be mean about it, and that would be a different intimidation roll, if you were persuading her.
18 plus 4 guidance.
Yeah, that's what the +4 is for.
22.
Yeah, okay. I see what you're saying. And I shall release him from our contract.
Thank you. That's much
Next
appreciated.
time, I might advise you not to let him offer up his blood freely.
Yeah, I mean, it just doesn't like to listen. He's not very smart sometimes. But
Like he's a teenager or something?
almost like he's a guy being played by a 17-year-old girl. He
Almost
doesn't
Wow.
like
like
to
it, huh?
listen.
Yeah.
He doesn't like to listen to grown-ups, but yeah, he's not always the smartest cookie. So yeah, I would appreciate you not eating him.
Oh,
Would you feel a little bit of a responsibility for the poor little thing? Don't you tell Sarah I've said this.
Being recorded. If she watches it, that's
no!
on her.
She's not watching it. Ain't nobody got time for that.
All right. Also, I built you guys a loot channel after being accused of being,
Of favoritism.
yes, of favoritism. So you do have your own loot channel that you can drop stuff into.
Okay. Now we just need some loot, right?
We'll also include this as like the market room if you needed something from the market instead of having a whole day of doing like a shopping day on playtime. We can do it in there.
And ours is the Alpha Loot channel, right?
Yours is the Alpha Loot channel.
Mm-hmm. Okie dokie.
All right, so let's move you guys to your map. You'll be traveling, I want to say, a good 3.5 hours before it starts getting super cold. To the point where, it's not blowing wind and snow, it's just really, really cold. And you will come across that bridge that the hag was talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Is it a
A
new bridge?
rickety bridge. Looks like a good place for an airborne attack. So.
You are down here.
Also, this little bit here looks a bit like a skull. You see it? Just here.
Mm-hmm. Find out when you get there.
All right. I'm not going there. Okay, let's go. Rickety bridge, yay! My hooves were made for galloping, and that's just what they'll do.
So while you're doing the rickety bridge part, please keep in mind that the first person that comes up on it looks like it's going to be our hoofed friend. Do a perception.
Percepzione. Also, do you want me to play Atreyu?
No.
Okay. Oh my goodness, my perception is awful. I can't see anything. It's all this snow.
Yeah.
I wonder if I can fly across.
It's ridiculous. You're gonna fly across?
I was wondering if I could.
I'm checking the snow, see if I can jump across.
Unfortunately, your angelic wings don't do that.
I know, that sucks.
Yeah.
Who's behind Miss Sorsha?
Sorsha?
That's what I said. You need to get out of my head.
I'm behind the hooded friend. The hooved.
The hooved. The hooded claw. Oh. Roy's gonna jump.
I'm not going across that bridge if I can make the jump.
If you're gonna make the jump, it's an athletics and a dexterity when you land, sir.
Don't do that. Please don't. You'll die. You'll fall all the way down. If you cross the bridge and you miss, you're gonna hold on to the bridge. If you
I'm
jump
still
across
watching
there
you
and you
people
miss,
walk across the bridge.
Just gonna die.
How sturdy is that bridge?
Well, Atreyu doesn't seem to be having any issues.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's easy.
Right.
This is Atreyu. Sorsha, that's not a skull.
Okay. I just said it looked like a skull, that's all.
It's a whole person.
Is it? A whole person? A person made of holes? Wait, are we whole people?
There would be a holy person if it was made of holes.
A holy person.
And a holy person.
Okay.
Go ahead and poke it
Maybe
with a
it's
stick.
one of
Anybody got a
those.
stick?
Maybe it's one of those pious people that the hag wonders about. If he's a holy people, dude, person, type creature. Okay. Come on, Thackeray, you can do it. You're a bloody hare. I mean, Harangan. Camel, Thackeray, you wicked.
Camel, not a camel.
Come on. You can do it. You can do it. Should have been a bard. How's that for
Roy,
druidic inspiration?
roll me a nature.
Roy roll your nature?
Yeah.
Okay. Not the druid.
Well, Roy's the one digging.
He's digging.
Druid.
Oh, shit, okay.
A
Digging?
You'll
nature
hear-
9.
You will hear a clunk.
Clunk. Like that word, clunk. Oh, I've still got my stupid picture.
You will hear a clunk.
Your face is a clunk.
What do you do next, Roy?
You struck gold.
I dig the snow around the clunk.
So it gets more clunks. He's going to
So
put them
you
all
get more
together and
clunk.
make a clunky clunk thing.
It is a metal contraption, almost like a metal hatch.
Oh, I read about those. I saw about those in Lost. I'm not sure if we should go down there. Maybe we'll have to
Does
press a button every day for the rest of our lives.
one of the bird people know anything about hatching?
One of the bird people? There's no bird people.
Do we have a bird in our group?
No, there's no birds in the group.
Well, that one's got wings. That one's got wings.
It's an angel.
Trey will pipe up and say, I'm a fallen angel,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
not a
Not a
bird.
bird. There's no beak.
I don't know. Have you seen that nose in the mirror?
Wow. Wow.
You've got a beard. Does that mean you're a goat? A goat people.
Don't know.
I need investigation rolls all around.
You want us to roll all around?
Watch my dice. It's going
And the
around.
green grass grows all around.
There's no green grass. It's all snow. I mean, there might be grass underneath it, but we can't see it.
Trey rolled a 20.
Wow. That career wicket got 25.
Well,
Career
Thackeray's
wicket.
really good at this.
Apparently.
Roy, Sorsha, and Castiel. It doesn't look
Yeah.
like much. It's a metal hatchet.
Hatchet. A small axe.
The woman from
Lord.
Crybaby.
Atreyu will look around it, and when Atreyu looks around it, he realizes that there is a small separation between the ground and the door. Y'all better now. Not a door, it's a hatchet.
It's a hatch, not a hatchet. A hatchet is a small axe. A hatch
Stop
is a door in the ground. You stop
I'm-
it! Fight me right now, Nans.
So you can't really see where the lever is, or a button, or like the twisty thing on the top, but knows that there's something there. Thackeray, on the other hand, has found the button on the front side.
There's a button here.
Press it.
Press the button.
Hold on a second. Oh, here. Oh, okay.
So goofy.
Unless someone wants to check for traps.
Somebody able to check for traps?
We don't have
Get it back up
a
a little bit.
row, but I can have a look. Well, we can all have a
I'll
look,
back
can't
up.
we?
Oh,
Can?
have a look, I suppose. Yeah.
We can all have a look.
Everybody can
Oh,
look to see about the trap, but only
Perception. I've
yeah.
got survival. can do that. 20.
It is definitely trapped.
Like, we beat me again.
Yeah.
Almost like it's his job to do this stuff and whatnot.
He's a wizard.
He's a wizard.
His job to just set people on fire, and that's it.
Sure. You say so.
I do.
Do you? Okay.
I said what I said.
Did you?
I
I forgive you.
Can we clear an area around it so we can see it?
Sure.
Mhm.
I'll give you advantage on trying to pick it open. Or to
No, I'm
make
just
the
clearing
trap.
clearing the snow all around it and moving 30 feet away and casting Mage Hand and getting the Mage Hand to press the button.
There we go. That'll work. Okay. Okay, yeah, you can do that.
That sounds like a plan, man.
All right, so you guys are going to clear away. All right, cast that Mage Hand.
Cast your mage hand.
Is that a cantrip or a spell?
Yep.
Cantrip.
Okay.
Press the
You
button.
push the button, and as the button pops off, an explosion happens. And had you guys tried to do it yourselves,
We
you
would have
would have
died.
you would have, yes. You would have died. No, so you guys learned from the first time. Don't do things without checking for traps. All right. When you guys look in, it's a deep hole with stairs, not ladder, leading down further into the mountain, headed more this way. So the stairs start here and they end down this way. What do you want to do? Are you in the kitchen again? Because you sound like a robot. Atreyu's just going to start going down the stairs.
Atreyu's going to interpretive dance with me.
Mm-hmm.
See if we can glean anything.
I think somebody more fighter-like should go down first.
I definitely
Rabbit.
shouldn't go first because it takes me twice as long to get down ladders because of my,
Except they're stairs.
hooves. The stairs.
It's stairs, not ladder.
Okay.
I'll head down first. Screw it.
Okay. All right. So the first person that goes down is
Me.
Castiel.
Stairs are difficult terrain for me. So
That's what you
I'll go
see when
last.
you get down there.
Nice.
You are here.
No, he's not. He's here. I see him.
Atreyu will yell down at you. What do you see?
Starbucks.
What's a Starbucks?
I
It's a
said
cousin
big
of mine.
open.
Oh, the
Really?
book is a cousin of. It's my cousin.
Well, how
meant to
were
be
the
married.
stairs? Were the stairs tricksy?
Nope.
Nope. It's
He's
not
gonna come
Trixie.
down.
Depends who you are.
That is true.
Tricky for me.
On the stairs.
All right. Then, Roy, are you going down?
Yep.
Is everybody else going down?
Yeah.
Yep.
I'll go last.
Okay.
Only because it takes me so long. I don't want to hold everybody up.
Mm-hmm.
Not sure you're strong enough to hold us all. So, way up here in the mountain, we found a cafeteria.
You get down here, and you're going to hear low rhythmic chanting.
Wow.
You're that far ahead of them, Israel.
All right. I'm like right at the door. I think it's a door.
Yes, you're at a door. It is slightly cracked open. I was going to call it ajar, and you guys were going to make fun of me, so I had to change it.
Make your mind up. Is it a door or is it a jar?
So, it was a shell. At first, it was a hatch, and then it cracked open.
Mm-hmm. Well, now you have a door that is
Exactly.
cracked open, and you can see through it. Right off to your right, you can see tables that are set and people sitting at it talking, but they are chanting, not talking to each other.
Yeah, talking in chants.
This looks dodgy. I don't like the look of
By
this.
chance, you're right.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
better.
thank goodness.
That cleaned that up.
Yep.
That was a little confusing.
I can't tell you how many times Rob just says the word fireball every time something happens, but he just said it.
Thing happens. Fireball. Every
Check on
table is
problem with that.
filled. Every table is full of people chanting, and they all look to be cleric-like.
Maybe they're okay. Maybe I should go talk to them.
Question
Anybody
is what?
speak abyssal?
Does anyone speak abyssal? I would imagine that Atreyu or
Nope.
Azrael do. No?
No, that's big celestial, sorry, common, and dragonic.
Okay.
And
Not me.
Atreyu speaks infernal, but not abyssal.
What about Thackeray Earwicket?
No, I can ritually cast comprehend languages. Will take 10 minutes.
Roy, push up a chair.
I wonder if fireball will wake all these people up.
Don't even know if they're evil yet, and you're gonna fireball them? Good
They're
lord!
speaking
And
abyssal, so they're not going to be like,
abyssal doesn't necessarily mean evil.
okay.
Tieflings speak abyssal. That's their native language.
Okay.
Are they all
All
tieflings?
right
then?
then.
They are not tieflings. No, these are all human. I was just stating a point. Not that that's what was happening.
The abyssal language is the language of demons, though, isn't it?
Yeah, but like they had to create it for tieflings. Tieflings don't have a language.
Because tieflings are part demon.
Doesn't make them inherently evil, though.
Still makes them demons. I'm not going to go, well, these guys are probably fine. Let's go and, interpretive dance. See what happens. There's a lot of them.
You kill me.
Yeah, that is a lot of tables.
Not yet.
Mm-hmm. And there are 8 at each table.
Oh, we got this.
Are you going in?
Yep, I'm in.
The leader, who is now, you can see because you've opened the door the whole way, he's standing right here. Welcome, brother. We've been waiting for you.
Welcome. Or greetings. I'll slowly walk my lazy ass up her.
Come join us.
Using glue or chains or
Glue or chains for what?
for joining them. Joining them all together.
No.
No?
No.
Uh-huh.
I don't got chains.
Oh, you've brought friends with you.
Why they all stand at the door?
Well, Roy went in, and Atreyu's trying to keep his eye on you. It is great to see that you've brought friends.
Thank you. I'm glad we're here.
Now, how may we help you?
We're on a quest, multiple, looking for one golden clover. And
at the roll a perception.
yeah, I can't remember what the other one was. I know one of them has to do with fish.
You fixed the fish issue.
We
Okay,
fixed the
I
fish
know I
and
didn't fix.
we got the wolf's bane. We just need the godleaf clover.
Okay. Yeah, that perception sucked.
Much
Roy,
like
you
those
can roll.
vampires in town.
Did you say that out loud?
Me? No.
Okay.
I did not.
Making
No,
sure.
no, absolutely not. I'm starting to wonder. Mm-hmm.
Come on in. At the Roy roll. When you see this, Roy, when he said Wolfsbane, they all perked up and started to look over at the group. The 3 of you that are in there. And smile, almost like somebody's here to finally help us type thing.
Oh yeah.
Obviously, they haven't met Roy before.
Obviously. So, Wolfsbane you need, is it?
That
No,
is correct.
And
no,
the
we've got some. We need gold leaf clover.
Golden clover.
Gold leaf clover. Said what I said.
the golden 4-leaf clover is what you need. I believe is what you were trying to get across. We
Correct.
might be able to help in that.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What's it going to cost us?
A little bit of help on your part.
Help with?
Well, first, you're not in there. We're in
I
the middle of
am. I'm just too lazy to move. I've got my character sheet open. Sorry.
we're in the middle of a small bit of a party. Come join us.
A small bit of a party?
Yes, we were about to wrap up, but we have new guests. We can continue on for the rest of the night.
Mm-hmm.
And what are we celebrating?
The arrival.
Of
Well, we believe our newest friend has decided to grace us with his presence, although has not let us know that he is here.
huh?
They think that the person who they are worshiping is actually amongst the rest of you. And you're just not telling them that you're not him or that you are him.
Does anybody else know what she's talking about?
I have no clue.
No.
Okay, it's not just me then.
They believe one of you, of the party members, is actually the person that they're worshiping.
What? Which
Yeah.
one?
See, that's the lovely thing. They don't know for sure, and because you haven't announced yourself, they're not going to say anything.
Okay. Well, we're not
It'll-
going to say anything either.
It'll
Because
become clear at some point.
if they think they're worshipping us, at least they're going to be nice to us for now. So let's just go with it.
As the as this goes on, the chanting starts to die down, and the bards start playing the jolly tunes.
Jelly tunes?
Jolly, they're happy.
Jolly.
music.
Jolly. Right. Okay, I'm going to dance then.
And they're going to join you.
You can clip clop if you want to.
You leave your friends behind.
Mm-hmm.
Because friends
At
don't
this
clip
point-
clop,
Here
and if
don't
they don't
dance.
clip clop, then they're no friends of mine.
At this point, everybody is up and dancing and partying and having a good time. Drinks are being brought to you. Food is being brought to you. Atreyu obviously finds a seat someplace, sits down, and just starts pigging out and drinking.
Taking out and drinking.
Hmm.
So they're werepigs.
They're pigs.
Over there, pigs.
I know I smelled bacon.
Who's baking? Making cakes?
Anywho,
Who's it here?
No,
there
it's
are
not.
elves. Who's going to be drinking and eating so I can keep track?
No.
I've got my own
I would.
rations.
I will highly recommend that nobody eats or drinks. We'll just
Well-
say we've already had food, thank you.
Atreyu already sitting down and eating. I already said that.
He was an idiot. We already know this. He's already tried
Not-
to get eaten by a witch.
It's not fair. He's not here to defend himself. Calling him an idiot like that.
He's an idiot. Eaten by a hag. And now this session, after we've managed to talk her out of eating him, he's eating and drinking strange people food with a bunch of people speaking Abyssal. So he's an idiot. I stand by it. And I'll say the same to Saran. In fact, I'm going to message her right now. Atreyu is an idiot.
Okay, you do that. Okay, you do that. There's lots of singing, lots of dancing going on. People are offering dances with you, and they are literally enjoying themselves, having fun. Goes well into the night, which you believe is the night because you are underground at this point. And slowly, one by one, people are leaving and going to their rest. The leader finally sits down in the middle and says, "Are you not going to take your rest?"
No, I am not.
No, we're okay. We've got lots to do. We've got to find this plant that we need.
Oh, yes, the golden 4-leaf clover you spoke of earlier.
Mm-hmm.
I did promise that if you enjoyed yourselves, that I'd get you one. But it
We've
can wait until
definitely enjoyed ourselves.
morning when I am sober. I
Awesome.
shall see you in the morning. And he will bid himself adieu and go to bed.
Adieu.
Mm-hmm. Bid
Have
you
we got
adieu.
room? Have we got rooms or what?
Yeah, of course. Take your pick. And he will wave his hand around to anything.
I don't need a pick. I've got my water staff. Sorry.
I will tell
Royal.
you that almost every room you're going to go into will already have somebody in it.
Are there any empty rooms?
Roll perception.
Can I recommend, if we are staying here, that we at least make sure that we share a room with somebody?
As you're looking around with that perception
18.
roll of 18, you'll notice a tray is missing.
Amazing. I'm washing my hands with him. I don't even know what I'm doing. I mean, I give up trying to save him from being murdered, / eaten, / poisoned, / hypnotized, / God knows what else.
Just think, in a couple of days we can a Trey who? Don't remember him.
Yeah. Plus, Roy will probably eat him at some point.
I'm looking for
Also,
a room with
you
only
will
2 beds
find
and 1 occupant.
you will find a room with 2 beds up here and no occupants.
Mm.
And this room has 2 beds and 1 occupant. And this room are both emptied.
Looking at the occupant, does she look like he's a leveled individual, like he's seen the world?
She is asleep, but looks as though she has been around for a little bit.
So 1 swing won't do anything. Okay, I'll pick another room. I'm gonna follow the rabbit.
Okay, follow the
Rabbits
rabbit.
have nice houses. Rabbits have great houses. I hear tales about them.
They get that lucky rabbit split.
He's a Haringen. It's not a rabbit. It's closer to a hare. He's still a person.
Oh, my husband is messing with electricity. If the power goes out and I disappear, it's because he's playing with electricity to the house.
Calling Thackeray a rabbit is like calling a human a monkey.
Anywho,
Yeah, all right, we're getting off subject.
Thackeray and not Castiel for this game. Azrael, are you guys sharing a room?
I guess.
Oh, this
So I got floor.
This room's massive. The bed's like 20 foot long.
20-foot long bed. Nice.
It is. It is.
Look at this one here. It's like 15 foot by 15 foot.
Mm-hmm.
There's your bed over there for animals with extra hooves.
Are we
In the
going to share
communal
this room, everybody? I think we should stay together.
Probably all share the bed.
I don't mind sleeping on the floor.
I got floor.
My backpack has a bedroll.
You guys can share in the bed with your bedrolls, and I'll stay on the floor.
Are you all planning on taking watches, or are we all falling asleep all at the same time?
Definitely taking a watch.
Okay.
157%.
Who's up first?
Since I'm
Left.
already by the door, I got the door.
Okay,
Okay.
I'll go next.
This is gonna hurt because I know I'm gonna get exhaust point for this.
No, you're not.
Shouldn't. You're only
If
on
we-
watch for like an hour.
If we take 3 hours each, then that takes us through to. In fact, if we take 2 hours each, that's takes
Okay.
us through 10 hours, and we all get 8 hours of sleep. So
Okay.
All right.
Mhm.
For the first 2 hours,
yeah,
go ahead and roll your first perception roll. Well, you don't see anything particular. You will hear the door handle jiggle and people walking around outside the room.
hmm
Because, these are the leftovers. Still trying to find a room to sleep in.
Curiosity, which was that door swing so I know where to stand?
surprised
It
anybody can sleep
swings,
with that bloody music still playing.
swings inward.
This direction or where this direction?
Inwards and hits you in the face.
Opposite direction of you.
I'll stand right behind the door then.
All right. That's your 2 hours. Nothing happens other than the noises you hear. Next. Who are you waking up next?
I said I'd go next.
Okay. You're going to wake up Sorsha. You're going to tell her what you heard.
hmm
Yes. All I heard was people walking around outside the door.
hmm
Looks like somebody trying to walk in.
Okay. I'll keep my eyes and ears open then.
Roll your perception.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
The
9.
first hour, you don't hear anything. Second hour, you're going to hear a scream and the door
Mhm.
handle jiggle like crazy
Okay.
out of nowhere.
Does the door open?
It starts to. And before it happens, I want you to roll me a insanity roll.
I can't.
Why not? It's a
'Cause
d20
you
plus whatever everything.
Oh. D20 plus 3. D20 plus 3. 17.
Cool. You passed. Now roll me a d8.
6.
You'll take 3 points of insanity.
3.
As the door opens, and holy cow, that took forever. Roll 20. Good lord. There cannot be that many people using your servers right now that it's causing this much of a delay.
So the door doesn't open there, right?
It is opening, and
Right.
when it does open, I'll let you do what you want to do.
I'm going to kick it closed with my bloody hooves. I'm not going to let it open.
Okay. You'll hear a thud and ow, that hurt. It's Atreus' voice.
Oh, for God's sake.
Kick the
Okay, I'm
door
going to
again.
open the door carefully. Where have you been?
Oh, somebody wanted to go have a special party where I think we drank too much.
You think? You stink like a brewery.
You can do a medicine check on him. Can I come in?
I want to make sure you're you first.
Okay.
What's the name of the little girl we were looking for?
Red?
Okay.
Your medicine check will indicate that there's something not quite right with him, and it's not alcohol.
Okay, he's mental.
I don't know if he's mental or the person playing him is.
I'm going to click on detect poison and disease. Click on. I mean cast. Click on.
So you do cast poison and disease. It's not quite a poison or disease. It's a combination of the two.
Nice. So I detect both.
Yeah, a little bit of both.
Great. Amazing. So then let me look. Lesser restoration?
That's not going to work. Save your spell slot.
Well, it stops poison. Doesn't
Mm-hmm.
stop disease, but
Not this particular thing is not going to work.
this better not be lycanthropy, I swear to God.
I linked you, or I whispered you.
Yeah, it's yours. Christ, that's so loud. That wakes up everybody in the street, let alone you. God damn.
Oh, I thought I had it turned down low. Is it really loud?
No, it's Rob's.
It's just Rob's. Okay. I did whisper you.
I'm looking. Oh. Oh, for God's sake.
Can I come in now? I'm tired.
You're going to have to come in, but we're going to have to... We've got an issue. I'm going to have to wake everybody up.
Okay.
I don't want to.
You're in charge of waking them up.
I mean...
This is
I'm gonna stay awake. I'm just gonna watch him. In fact, I'm gonna put the giant links next to him just in case.
okay.
And keep my eye on him. And then when it's time to wake the next person up, I will pass the information on. But I'll leave
Okay.
Mr. Links out.
Atreyu falls asleep, snuggled up to the links as much as the links will let him, and he goes to sleep. Your second hour is complete.
Okay. Who am I waking up next? I'll wake Roy up next. Roy, we seem to have some issues. Atreyu came back to the room an hour or so ago. I'm detecting he has some kind of poison and disease in his system, but I don't think it's anything that I can help with. He's been bitten on his neck, looks like a vampire bite. I'm guessing.
I tie him up with my rope?
At the moment he's sleeping and the lynx is watching him. But if you just keep your eye on him for now, and then if anything happens, wake the rest of us up. I'm pretty sure when we get the wolfsbane back to the wolves, they can help with the vampire thing because that's what they wanted it for. So we'll just have to take him back to town, but if we just try and keep it between us for now. But also just there's been people trying to get in through the door, so just watch the door and keep your eye on him and then don't die, okay? I'm tempted to stay awake. I'm really worried now.
Don't die. Eat that food so you don't die.
Eat that food so you don't die.
Yep.
Yeah. I don't like it here. I don't think we should be here. And he said that he went to a private party of some description and then came back with bites on his neck. I don't know if he knows. He was very inebriated when he got back. But I don't know how much of that was alcohol and how much of it was being charmed by a creature of the night. So, okay.
Okay.
If you want me to stay awake, I will.
No.
Okay. Just shout if you need us then.
Okay.
I'm going to go sleep in the corner.
That bed is huge, and the only person sleeping on it are Roy and Thackeray. It's amazing.
It's full of men. I'd rather sleep on the floor.
Your whole party's full of men. What are you talking about?
I'm like 7 feet tall. I'm just gonna stay here. It's all good.
All right. Roy, you're up. Where are you
Alright.
standing watch at?
Next to a trail.
Okay. Go ahead and give me your first perception roll. Are you golfing now? With your first perception, you will hear the door handle jiggle again. This time it doesn't crack open, but it turns bright red. Like
The
it's getting
door?
hot. The
Oh, the
handle.
handle. Huh.
Like it's getting hot.
Hmm.
With that high, I'm going to whisper you. There you go.
So is this a dresser drawers or something like that? Like normal?
I would assume it's either that or a bookshelf, yeah.
I will push the bookshelf in front of the door and then
Okay.
lean up against it.
If it was a bookshelf, it would have books on it. It has an owl on, therefore it's an owl shelf.
Dear Lord. An owl shelf.
Yeah.
Roll me a
Sorry.
perception for your second hour.
I only had to roll one.
I know,
Somehow.
you only because I have different things set up for different things depending on what you roll.
Sure.
Roy, it's late into the night, almost early morning. It's been about 45 minutes since you heard the last jiggle of the handle, and then out of nowhere, just before the end of your 2-hour mark, something bangs on the door. It is loud enough to wake everybody, if everybody would like to wake up, but Roy is going to be rolling an insanity roll.
Uh-huh.
And I hear that sounds like a D20 plus 3.
It's D20, whatever your insanity thing is. So 17.
I got 17 too.
Did you?
Mm-hmm.
Not Thackeray, Roy. I don't want to open Thackeray's character sheet.
I mean,
Oh,
Yours
so
is a
it's
+2, Roy.
16. All right,
Yeah,
so mine's a plus 2 now that I know where to find
yeah.
it.
Yeah. So yours is a +2, which means you have to beat a 16. And you meet it. So roll a d8. You will take 1 point of insanity. Just scared you a little bit. That noise of banging on the door it could wake up the entire party. It is up to the party whether or not they are awakened. Atreyu is not awake. He is asleep soundly.
Mm-hmm.
There.
The door is pounding. So, what would you like to do?
Is it the end of my watch?
It is, but everybody's awake now. I don't know. Thackeray, are you awake?
Well, then they wake up and see me holding the bookcase up against the door.
Yeah.
The door is being pounded on. You can see it visibly moving, trying to be opened and closed, while Roy is trying to hold it closed with a bookcase. Sorry, the owl case.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yep, I grabbed it by the two hooters when I needed to slide it.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Don't be a twit.
You'll hear shouting. Let us in. Food in there's delicious.
There's no food in here. I'm
It
asleep.
smells.
Sorry.
It smells so great. Then you'll hear, it won't matter. In a few hours, one of us is in there already. He'll get you.
Mm-hmm.
Not if they're dead. I think we need to murder this Atreyu.
No,
And this is why I said fireball
We don't.
earlier.
we can heal Atreyu. We can take him back to get healed. We don't need to kill Atreyu.
So is it time to tie them up yet?
Probably.
Probably.
What do we know about vampires?
Not much.
They suck.
Ah.
They bite.
Anybody
I
got
know.
garlic?
We've got a mirror.
Need garlic and holy water.
All of you who are awake, go ahead and roll perception. And I'm going to need a strength for anybody who's helping hold the door closed.
I'm on a roll today for perception.
Are we all awake now? Is it
I don't know.
morning?
It's not
Does
yet.
Zachary take his watch?
Mine was the last one.
Oh, why is everybody awake now except for you? I mean, except for me.
Because they all woke up to the pounding on the door.
Oh. Mm-hmm.
Keep an eye on our little friend in here.
I tie them up with a rope, but I'm too busy holding the door shut.
Yeah, and
By myself.
you're not doing well. They are starting to gain ground on getting this door open. One of the heads peeks through, and anybody who is up there, which would be Thackeray, Roy, and now that you've moved,
Oh, I'm taking this
Asriel.
guy's head off.
You will see a pale white elf creature with sharp pointy teeth, and this is the first time you have seen a vampire.
No, it isn't.
Nice.
You went to the bloody mansion. The
You
Lord
did.
in the town is a vampire.
Yes, but you saw him in human form, not vampire form.
Still saw him.
Mm-hmm.
How can I do this? I can swing, cut off his head.
Well, right now, Roy is struggling to keep the door closed. He is losing that battle. Somebody better do something, because there are more than just one or two out there.
I did my strength check.
No, you did a save, but I think it's the same.
Oh. Could be.
Oh, Sosha's awake now and helping. Yay!
I did 19.
I'll just sleep with someone hammering on the door.
This is true. You are able to manage to close the door. If you want to attack the vampire, you may. To be able to push him back through to get the door closed completely.
All right. Yeah, I'll swing. I got a one-hander I can use, or I got a wrist blade I can use.
Well, make it quick. You don't have 100 minutes to take a choice. Swing it.
Yeah, right. Swinging.
Shillelagh.
That was with a one-hander, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Magical bludgeoning to the face.
Well, he doesn't die or fall over.
Not yet.
Not yet. He does snarl at you and back out of the way, and you are able to get the door closed again.
Hey, I know what we can do. We can cast Mim by the door.
That what we also can do, open the door up so he can cast Fireball right down the hallway.
Or that.
I heard the vampire moved, and I think there's opportunity attacks all the way around.
But how are we going to get out of
Mhm.
here? We're locked in a room with a place full of vampires. Whose idea was it to sleep here again?
Not mine.
After I was
Roll
like, we
me.
definitely should not sleep here.
Not mine.
After an hour or two, the pounding on the door seems to have calmed, and there's quiet again. The end of Roy's shift. It is 2 hours from morning. What would you like to do?
Well, I guess Roy has to go on the bed
Leave.
and take his 2 hours.
I think we
Leave?
leave. Make like a tree.
Make like a tree and leave? All right. How are you leaving?
As fast as possible.
We doing it quietly, or are we going to go just run?
Well, if it's gone quiet here now, we're going to attempt to stealth out. Maybe.
It's kind of hard to stealth.
We'll have to put Atreus still. Is he still sleeping?
Sure enough.
Shit.
I have to
We'll
hold the door.
well-
I'm going to tie him up.
try and gag him and throw him over my back. Make sure you gag him properly. I don't want him biting me on the back.
You've already been bitten enough. You don't need to be bitten again.
Not by a
Triple gagged
vampire.
and a hood.
We
So
can
it's
always leave
okay.
him here.
It's okay to be bitten by a werewolf, but it's not okay to be bitten by a vampire. I love it. All right. So Treyu is tied up. He is tied onto Sorsha, and he is gagged so that he cannot bite Sorsha.
Uh-huh.
Next, stealth checks.
Oh, I've got advantage on stealth checks.
I'm gonna
Oh.
play. I'm gonna play the song that I meant for Dow.
Do, 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 do,
25
do.
stealth. I have.
You are. You
Oh, no,
are.
it's not. No.
Well, you're
Sorry.
rolling at disadvantage anyways because
It's
you've
not
got.
advantage. It's proficiency. I do apologize. I read it wrong.
Sorry,
I didn't. I remembered it wrong. But it's
You're-
21 then.
you're rolling at disadvantage because of you carrying a person, which is
It's
fine.
21.
21 is still passing.
Uh-huh.
Where did my character sheet go?
I know.
Oh. Sorsha's fine.
What is this music, dude?
This is the Dow music.
This is the down
Ooh.
music. Have you met Dow?
Thackeray. Roy, why? That's your perception.
I was so close.
Huh?
What are you percepting for?
There we go.
Okay. You meant to hit stealth. It's alright, I did it all the time. Alright. Out we go. Thackeray and Castiel, not so much with being the quiet. You guys are able to get here, because I'm assuming you're going out the way you came in.
Mm-hmm.
You're able to get here before the people in these back rooms hear the noise, and you can hear them stirring.
Oh, coffee?
Yeah, I
It's
just
also
hide
scrambled eggs
behind the wall right now.
or pancake mix.
Their tea. No, you're here.
I should do a sneak attack. Come around the corner and get stabbed.
I believe that's your unicorn.
It is my unicorn, you're right.
Mhm.
How big's the unicorn? How big's that unicorn?
It's not an
Medium.
actual
Regular
unicorn,
size?
it's just a totem.
Totem. Yep.
Ah, crap. I'll go with that idea.
The leopard's real.
Who's in the back? Is that Roy? Just Roy?
Right.
Yes, Roy. Just as you were making that turn to come in here, you will see this back door open.
It's a lynx, not a leopard, sorry.
I will
A
giggle
lynx
to the
is
group.
real.
The back door is open.
I think you get on the unicorn and just
That's
ride
what
it.
she said. No, you cannot ride the unicorn totem.
That's why I figured. Oh,
It's
well.
not
All right.
real.
Are we gonna make a run for it? What are we doing? Because at this point, while you guys are still talking, there's a person. I'm just gonna grab a
I'm
normal
done.
token.
Gone.
I'm just gonna grab a
Um,
normal token and drop it there so you guys can see it. They are running towards you.
Run away! In fact,
All one of them.
No, that's a group of them. There's like 20 of them,
let's get the.
and it's not really a skeleton or a zombie. It is just a group of them.
Can you
Are
get
they
the whole
all
totem out?
fanged with pale skin?
They are all pale skinned with fangs. They are
Fireball.
behind you or in front of you.
Oh, the ones over there.
Okay.
I can't
I'll
fireball
wait for them. I'm not going to leave them behind.
No, sir. You said you were running, so you were over here. You ran and left the party. No, you don't get to take it back just because now he's doing fireball. That is not how this
No,
works.
I had an idea.
Well, your idea backfired when you didn't tell them your plan.
It's all right. I was aiming for this group over here, and they're not in range anyways of me.
All right. The vampire. That's going to hit them. They're not going to save their decks, but they are not down.
Carry on heading towards the exit.
Yeah, they failed their decks. There's one behind you coming through. Sorcerer, you'll feel kicking on your back. And when you look back, you will see Aturi is awake and kind of with both hands pointing to the fact that there's groups coming in behind you as well.
Great.
Let's go, guys. We're moving.
Yep. Absolutely. Run away.
They are swarming in from everywhere. I will grab Atreyu.
Stand right here. Not moving.
I brought the hawk out instead of the unicorn.
That's fine.
Because I want to. Come on, run away, run away. Huh? What the hell is happening?
Don't know.
Very strange. My links disappeared. What have you done with my links?
I didn't touch it. All I did was move tokens.
No, you deleted my links. You rat
Okay.
bag.
Fine.
You rotten little rat bag.
Hmm.
You rotten little rat bag.
They are coming after you. Moving on.
Moving on. Moving on. Open the door
Alright,
with the daylight happening.
Never mind.
Up the stairs, and out.
Oh, God. I'll go last again because it's going to take forever.
No, I got you. Go ahead. I'm right behind you.
No, it takes me twice as long to go. In
I
fact,
don't.
I'm going to cast on myself. I'm going to make myself go faster. I'm going to cast Furious Hooves. Furious Hooves, which lets me go double my movement speed and then half my movement speed because of the difficult terrain, therefore the same as normal.
Awesome. You guys are
Yes.
able to make it out up here, and as you will get up there, the sun is out,
Of course
and
it is.
you will notice that they will not follow into the sun.
Of course.
Atreyu, on the other hand, does not seem to be affected by the sun.
Good. Tough luck if he is, because we're taking him out. Mm-hmm.
Are they all crowding at the bottom of the stairs then, out of the sunlight?
Oh, not at the exact bottom. They are kind of like some are up a little further because of the way the shadow falls. But they are, yes, within fireball range.
Yeah, I'll drop another fireball on as many as
Yeah.
possible.
I'll chuck a moonbeam down there too to stop them from following. Well, not stop them, but try to hold them back a little bit.
I'll stand on the stairs, just teasing them. Haha, come on up. Come on up. Come on up and meet your Roy.
After the first fireball, the second moonbeam, or the first moonbeam, and whatever else you guys are chucking down there, they are going to retreat back in, and you will hear doors close.
Cowards!
Chickens. They're all
Says the people who
chickens.
ran away from them.
There's like hundreds
Oh,
of vampires in a big room.
You the one that walked into a vampire nest.
We
I didn't
came
want to
out
stay
here
there. Nobody listened.
for the fresh air. Can't help it if they don't like fresh air.
Right, okay.
We didn't run anywhere. Came outside to see the snow.
Of course.
To try and get help for Atreyu before he turns into a goddamn vampire. That's why we're leaving.
So
Mainly.
that body, Sorcerer, now that you're out here, now that you have a better look at that skull, it does have vampiric teeth.
Okay.
This once was a vampire.
Okay. Nice. It just
So
looks like marks in the snow that just resembles a skull. That's all.
it dawned upon you that this was not the cleric party that the hag was talking about. You have no
Yeah.
idea how they got there.
Is it worth
I think
taking
we
him
should-
back to the hag? Because we know she doesn't like vampires.
I think
You
we
know
should take out
somebody
that
in the
hag.
city. You know
I know,
somebody's
but,
in the city that can deal with vampires.
but he might already have turned by then. That's what I'm worried about.
Nope. There's a thing that has to happen with it. Right now, Atreyu doesn't appear to be affected at all, other than a little punch drunk.
Is he breathing?
He is.
Okay.
He's awake.
There's supposed to be a group of good clerics up here as well somewhere. They'll be able to help, I'm sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What do you want to do then? Do you want to go forward or do you want to go back to town? So I know we don't have the gold leaf clover, but we have everything else. We need the medicine to get to the wolfsbane to go back to Little Red, don't we? And they want that ASAP. So we could take that back and then come back this way after to find the clover.
Roy has a question.
Yeah.
How are we gonna find clover in snow?
I mean, probably not.
golden clover.
Yeah, but it's still everything's all covered in snow. So probably not.
It generates its own heat.
Look for the soggy spot in the snow.
Anybody
It'd be
fly?
yellow, so I guess we have to touch the yellow snow.
Can Cornelius speak to you? Or can you see through his eyes?
I can do, yeah.
Okay, get Cornelius to fly up, look through his eyes, see if there's any patches of not snow in the snow. But I really do think that we need to head back to town with Atreyu and go and get help for Little Red, because they were waiting desperately for the medicine that they can make from the wolfsbane. So I think we need to go back and take it ASAP. We probably shouldn't have even stayed the night, to be honest. Especially looking back, how one of us might turn into a vampire now. But back away, you wicked.
All right, so he's gonna fly up into the air and see if he can find one.
Yeah, he'll fly around.
Okay.
Ow.
Can you see through his eyes, or does he talk to you, or how does that work for you?
Can see through his eyes, yeah. If
Okay.
you choose to.
You'll see on top of the mountain that there is what looks to be a temple on the top of the mountain.
How long is it going to take us to get to the top of a mountain, though, for goodness sake?
3 or 4 hours.
It's not
You're about
long.
halfway up.
Right.
We have time.
Okay. Do that then if you want,
Some of us have all the time in the world.
says the old guy.
Head to the temple.
Well, hey, at least he's not the only one in his 50s.
The only one what?
In his 50s?
Are we going to have problems, Anons?
Are we? I wasn't aware we were. Okay.
Sorsha is not in her 50s. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Bernie might be, but Sorsha is not.
All right, so you're headed up to the mountain further, up to the temple. I'll pull you to that map.
Go into the temple and we're gonna get a
Gone.
clover.
All right.
I think I'm gonna get it right there.
You
No,
are.
we're at the bottom.
There are guards on the doors. Well, the fallen gate. Halt! Who goes there?
We do.
Who's we?
The five critters in front of you.
We are a bunch of adventurers. We have one amongst us who seems to have been bitten by something, and we hoped that you might be able to help.
We are wandering yetis.
That's fine.
So, yes, I can tell one of you is not right. And he'll poke the other one who seems to be had just like fallen asleep. Go in and grab the High Chancellor.
Well, you can see that we have restrained the person, and we've done all that we can to make sure that they're not,
Yes. Please to stay here until the High Chancellor arrives. About 10 minutes goes by, nothing.
Okay.
About an hour goes by and still nothing.
Wow. Can we shout? Hello, is anybody there? Did you forget us?
Well, the one guard is still there.
Oh, what's taking so long?
He might be in the middle of ritual.
Oh, I mean, is anybody else who's here that can help? I mean, can we come in at least? Standing out here in the snow and, you know.
Well, you are at the.
Yeah, we came here to see the dude in there. So,
So, which of these gods do you worship?
God,
There is
Oh, now
only.
he's on the map. I would have circled the other way.
Yeah, I was trying to put him on there at the same
Right?
time that you were circling around. He's actually on the other side, but you guys kept creeping up.
Well, I went around the wall,
Yeah,
and then down the
you
I was
went
wall,
up.
getting ready.
You
then
went up a
down the
50-foot
stairs.
cliff
Then
and
I
then came
tapped
back
on his
down, huh?
tapped on his shoulder. Who goes there? And then I was gonna tell him, oh, I don't know. I'm gonna go check with the boss to see if you're allowed to be here.
This one's leaving. He went to go get the boss. Wow,
Just took one out by the knees.
good lord, you guys crowding him for no reason. Yeah, we
That's right.
serve only one, the Raven Queen.
Ugh.
there you go, Thackeray.
Yay.
Is that your person?
Why not? Yeah.
So
Why not?
Bob has an obsession with the Raven Queen.
Why not? Oh, yeah, it's your other character that. Never mind.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, he hasn't really got a deity. He's not cleric town.
The second guard will come back. He's a little disposed
What
at the
does
moment.
that mean? He's a little.
He's trying to be, discreet, but you guys are like right there on him, so that's what it means.
Well,
How
we
many
got force our ways in.
how many gods here at the temple?
There are no gods here at the temple.
God.
Oh, guards. You don't know which ones are guards. There are two that you are aware of that are here, but there is, as you can see looking inward, there are a lot of people moving about who appear to be in priestly garb or in full-on paladin gear and weapons.
So no to another fireball.
Probably
No,
not a good idea.
going behind.
You have to scale a 50-foot cliff.
I've scaled the cliff before.
Give us a moment. Somebody said that they would be out in a minute.
So we are adventurers. We are saving the world. Every minute you make me wait is a minute more chance the world will end.
Yeah, agreed. But in the meantime, you're still gonna have to wait. Half an hour goes by and a monk-looking person comes out. The High Archbishop will see you now. And they will part to let you guys through. Sorry, I got bedinged.
What happened to the Chancellor?
He's indisposed.
Was the
Like I-
Chancellor higher than the High Archbishop?
No. Yes. The Chancellor is higher than the High Archbishop. Sorry.
Roy is contemplating his 2 opportunity attacks.
For what?
When
They
the
backed
guards stepped
away
away.
so that I didn't know you were in combat.
I was looking at something myself, so make this more interesting.
He's gonna bring you into the temple here.
What? Our observer is still here an hour and a half later? Wow.
Imagine
When
that.
you when you guys get up there, Atreyu doesn't want to go anywhere near Temple. This is as far as he will go.
Doesn't matter. It's strapped to
No,
the back of the
he's
pony.
tied up and he's on my
going.
back. He's bloody well going. Yes, absolutely.
He's going to fight you to get off because he
I don't
does
give a
not
shit.
want
He's
to go
tied
in
up,
there.
he's restrained, and he's gagged. He's not getting off my back. He's going in there. I don't give a shit what he wants. He shouldn't get himself bitten by a bloody vampire, should he? The idiot. I did send Sarah a message. Atreyu was an idiot, just so you know.
Keeps wiggling. I'm gonna pull his pants down and hold a stick by his butt and say, "Yeah, keep wiggling."
Oh, he rolled a 17. He's wiggling real hard.
Where's he at? I'll go carry him myself.
He's on the back of.
He's on the back of.
He's down here for
Sorsha.
some reason, even though he's on the back
Oh, he's
of
down here.
this person up there who's typing. So they're not with the group because they're typing.
I'm here. I'm not typing.
Okay, I'm sorry. Then I don't know why you're not with the group.
Because her character sheet's in the way.
Because I wasn't looking at that particular moment. I must be down there because Atreyu's down there and he's on my
That's what
back.
I'm saying. Because if you're not there and Atreyu's back there struggling, I can't hit him with my warhammer.
Uh-huh.
If he's
Yeah,
breaking
well,
free.
Can't put a butt.
We might have to just
Because
knock
if he's
him
breaking
out.
free, we're going into combat.
Yeah.
He's not breaking free. He is struggling to get out, is what he is doing. He does not want to go in there.
Oh, he's going in there if we got to throw him in there.
When you get in there, what you will see is there is an altar to the Raven Queen, and there is blood all over that altar. From this side room, you will see the Chancellor come out and stand here.
Nope, can't stick my fingers in the blood to see if it's fresh.
Not yet, but yes, it is. It's still dripping. You can see the drips.
Now, are we going to Spartan kick him through the door, or are we going to throw him in?
He's
Now-
still tied to the back.
What brings you here?
Oh, are you the High Archbishop?
Beer in the house.
I am not. I am the High Chancellor.
Guy at the gate said we're going to meet the High Archbishop.
I don't think it
I
really
am the
matters who
highest
we
you're
are
going to
gonna
get.
meet. It's all good. We don't care. We just need help. Please.
We got a friend who's been bitten.
By what we
By
believe is a vampire.
a
Well, we found a
vampire or
hatch.
werewolf?
We found a hatch back there. We went down and we found ourselves in a party amongst people who we thought were people. But then overnight, our friend here, the one that's tied up, went off on his own for a private party of some description and came back to the party in the middle of the night with bite marks on his neck, and he's being kind of weirdly I'm picking up poison and disease of some kind, but there's nothing that I can really do to fix it. So we hope that you might be able to have more of an idea of what we need to do.
Sounds like he was at a feeding fest. Bring him in.
Thank you.
We'll see if we can't rid him of this barbaric disease. I need perception checks all around.
Roy's been in churches before.
Except you're not looking at the churchy part.
Yeah, I don't know how I felt about going in either, but
Very perceptive about what belongs and doesn't belong in the church.
I'm just refreshing on my couch. She's not opening very quickly.
That's
Have
fine.
to
I know I don't belong in there.
There we go.
All right. for your lion?
My
Link.
links.
Okay, so Castiel, Roy, and the Lynx will see it. When you guys go to put your weapons and stow your weapons, or you're fumbling around in your bag, there's a small, tiny creature attached to all of you.
What? What kind of creature?
Do you guys remember going down in the caves? And where you first
Again?
met Red and she got taken underground?
By worms?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that there were baby mimics running around?
Yes.
Some of
Yeah.
you kind of sort of have some on you still.
Mimics?
Baby mimics.
Well,
You
get them
kidding me?
off.
When you walk into the church, they are falling off. That is what the perception check is for. They are literally not wanting to go in there either. But you are in the church, I'm assuming? Poor Trey is fighting and wiggling and squirming and not wanting to get put in.
Tough
He's
titty.
going.
He's going. Yep. Yes,
Place
he is.
him on the altar.
You're going to alter him?
No? Well, yes. He'll no longer be the evil creature that he's becoming. Instead,
Good.
be able to stay as he once was. So are we putting him on the altar?
Stop
Yes.
stomping on bugs.
You're laying him on the altar. He is now covered in blood.
Yep.
Now, stand back a few feet, give me some room to work, and then hopefully this will work out right.
Don't sound very sure.
Right.
What'd you say?
He doesn't sound very sure. Hopefully this is.
No. My job as of late has been to experiment and figure out how to make it end completely without killing the subject.
This music's driving me insane.
I'm gonna turn it off.
I'm doing it now.
Yeah.
Sorry, that was my ADHD speaking.
I have been changing it frequently too.
I know. I turned it up because of the jolly one that was on earlier, and now it's like, dun. I'm like, oh my god.
You're in the evil
no.
dark caves. Mhm.
We're in a church. That's not church music.
I don't have church music, sorry.
That's okay. I don't like church music.
Atreyu is on the altar. I'm assuming you're tying him down to the altar.
Yep.
Absolutely. The hands and feet were already
Absolutely.
independently tied.
Yeah, still gagged, still
So,
hands, still has hands and feet bound with,
Okay.
stuff.
The cleric begins casting his spell,
Okay.
and Atreyu starts screaming out in pain,
Uh-huh.
begging for you all to stop the priest from doing what he's doing.
I know it doesn't feel like it's helping Atreyu, but I promise you it is. I mean, I hope so anyway.
His
He
eyes
didn't
turn
actually,
bloodshot red
he didn't
with
actually
anger.
check this guy's credentials, but we'll
His,
try anything at this point.
his eyes go bloodshot red with anger, and he's super, super pissed off, and he is fighting, and you can see blood starting to come out of Atreyu's eye sockets. And then out of his mouth, and out of his nose. And then he begins to shake violently. The priest will look at the rest of you and say, if I go any further, it may kill him.
What are you doing? You don't know what you're doing?
I'm putting the right of the Raven Queen into him.
The what?
The right of the Raven Queen?
The right of the Raven Queen?
Yes.
try the left.
Yeah.
It's almost like he's doing a exorcism.
Okay. I mean, if you're
Right.
doing it, have you done this before?
Not successfully.
Not
Roy will
success.
put his
So you kill
warhammer
people
into
this way?
response.
I don't. What'd you say, Roy?
Nope. Go ahead.
Is there
No.
anything that we can do to help?
I want to know what you said, Roy.
Nope.
Because I was over talking you, so tell me what you said.
Say what you said,
Dead
Dow.
man's blood.
We're not moving on until Dow said what he said.
Oh, Dow, you killed me, man.
I'm going to take a nap if we're going to be silent for a while. It's like nearly midnight here.
Well, he left it thing.
He's still there.
Continue with the story.
See?
Oh.
He's got an invisibility cloak on. Oh no, that's his legs.
Yes.
Never mind.
So, I've not successfully completed the rite. What's happening is my deity is entering his body to cleanse him of the unholiness that is in him. And if he cannot accept the Raven Queen, it may kill him.
He's not going to accept the Raven Queen if he's a vampire, is he?
He's not yet a vampire. Has he drank any blood?
No. No. We made sure that he couldn't drink my blood because that's why we gagged him.
Has he killed anyone yet?
No, he's been, well, not that I know of, but he's been tied up the whole night since he got back, so no.
Then he's not yet a vampire. So
Okay.
he might higher percentage chance of being able to survive. I just won't know.
Then I'm going to speak to Atreyu directly and say, Atreyu, this might not feel good right now, but you need to accept what is happening because it's the only way you're going to survive this. And we want to get you out of it alive. We want you to come through this. You accept the Raven Queen so that we can get the vampire out of you because we can't have you turning into a vampire.
Does anybody speak Dwarvish?
Does anybody speak Dwarfish?
Or Primordial?
Why?
Because that's what Atreyu is going to speak to you as in that tongue.
I don't speak either of those things.
No.
But
Nope.
I'm gonna lean over to Atreyu. Speak common, or nobody cares.
Right. So, in Dwarvish, he is going to say some very nasty words that I don't repeat and spit on all of you.
I mean, the only chance we've got of getting him out of this is by doing what we're doing. So I don't know what else to suggest.
And then in about an hour after this, Atreyu will pass out. So this will
Not dead
continue.
though, right?
No, he's still breathing. You can see his chest rising, but he is passed out.
Uh-huh.
He didn't spit at you, Roy. He spit on you.
I spit on your grave.
Right. Oh, dear Lord. The priest is visibly drained. He's exhausted. If you'll excuse me, I need to rest. But
Is
he
there anything
should.
we can do in the meantime? Sorry.
Nope. He should be good for now. Just make
Right.
sure that he doesn't die within the next few days or has the taste of blood. If this didn't work, I don't know what else would.
Huh. Okay. Oh shit. I didn't mean to do that, sorry.
Nope, you're fine. Also, my guards heard that you were looking for a clover.
Gold leaf.
Over there. He'll point to the end of the table. There is a gold 4-leaf clover.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
There's a bushel of them in like a flower vase.
Are you kidding me?
No.
Can we have
Bring
all
'em
of them?
all.
We grow them in the garden over here.
Well, we take them, definitely, if you can spare them.
You
Thank you.
may take what you wish. Might I ask what you need it for?
There's a lady who runs a herbalist store who needs it, and we've told her that we'll find some for her. We try to help people wherever we can. We've come a long way.
Mm.
What is it used for?
I can tell you what we use it for.
Go on.
It is to keep the vampires away. It's like a sort of holy relic that keeps them off of our lands.
Well, that will be why, because we definitely have vampires in our town. I say our town, it's not our town. You know what I mean?
He'll perk up. And what town is this exactly? Do a perception roll, all of you, or an insight.
17.
Wow, Thackeray.
Wow, Thackeray. After like 2 really good rolls.
He has murderous intent in his eyes.
Good. Do you want to murder the vampires? Because we can tell you where they are.
No, the village.
It's the Lord.
No, I don't think you quite understand.
What?
If one hasn't decided to take up a hold there, the entire town has been infected.
We don't believe so. But most of the people who are there are werewolves, I think.
Even worse.
Yeah.
I will rest. And he'll go off into his office.
Uh-huh.
And you're free to do what you want.
Is he okay with us staying while he's resting?
Well, it doesn't matter where you stay. This is the other abbot person. Monk type person, I should say. You could stay wherever you wish. Just note that it appears there'll be a storm coming tonight, so if you want to leave before the storm, you should probably get going. Or you can wait it out here with us in the storm, but we haven't had a good snowstorm in a while, so you might be here a week or two.
Oh, wow. I mean, we don't really want to get caught out in a storm, but at the same time, we probably need to get back. There's a little girl that needs this medicine that we're taking back to her. So,
What little girl?
there's a little girl in the town whose family have asked us to help her. She's been bitten by a vampire, I think.
And what was her name?
Can't remember the girl's name right now, sorry.
Yeah, out of game or in game?
In game. I know
Okay.
Little Red. I'm not telling him who she is, just in case he knows who she is.
With your perception roll, you would see it. He's got a little what do you call it? Like the tabard thing that attaches to your belt. You got the family crest of Little Red on it. The belt, the sash type looking thing is red as well.
Oh, you've got the family crest.
Shh. Out here in the garden.
Okay.
You can
Go
leave
out in the
your
garden.
friend. He won't go anywhere for a while.
Okay.
Out here.
Wow. The garden. Where?
Here.
I can't see him.
Here you go.
I can't see him.
I don't have a token.
That's why I can't see him.
Yep.
Okay.
Saying John Cena. Can't see me.
I'm a spy working with my family.
Oh,
My
it's
cousin Little Red should be going through the rites right about now.
she's been
Well,
bitten by a vampire.
it's too soon for that.
She's the one that we came to save. That we came for we got Wolfsbane, and we've just obviously got the gold leaf clover. We need to take it back to town.
How much of my family's past were you told?
Not a lot, but we obviously know about we know about her. We know about some of them. Well, we know what you guys are, but
What
you know,
exactly is that?
werewolves.
Yes, but that's not how we started.
Okay, I don't know about how you started.
We're Dampier.
Wow.
It-
Okay, that's
Cursed,
okay.
cursed by lycanthropy.
Shit. You're too
Vampire
cold
is
to
the
be damp.
vampire one, isn't it?
We're both. Yes, they're both.
They're both.
They're
Jesus,
both.
it's all a bit Draven, that is, mate. Sorry.
Oh, this is all from him.
Okay.
Yeah, our whole family is that way. They've sent me up here to keep an eye on this chancellor,
Okay.
to keep him, should say, the vampires that you fought, I'm assuming. Did you kill any of them?
No, but we
He
tried
looked
to get
upset.
out of there. There was a lot of people there. There were like hundreds of them, all in one place. The only thing we could really do was flee. We obviously had the person with us who needs help. We wanted to get back and help Little Red as fast as possible. We know a lot of your family are out looking for the Wolfsbane, so we wanted to take it back ASAP.
So the problem is that vampire nest was 25 people. Now you're saying there are hundreds there.
There was loads of them.
That is the elder there is the one who sired us at birth.
I think that we should probably go back with explosives at some point.
I cannot take action against my family. And I
Okay, your
cannot
family too. Shit. Okay.
I cannot hire you to do so.
No,
But
no.
if something were to happen to them, I
I mean,
wouldn't be upset.
one of our people just got bit by one of them, so we definitely have reason.
You need to take your friend down the mountain before nightfall to my mother.
Where's your mother?
Well, you know her as Big Red.
Okay. So we also met your grandfather. So that was fun.
Yeah.
He is no longer with us. But he was bound to a place, and he actually gave us the rights to the house in town.
The traitor William. Yes.
He's a traitor?
To me, he is. To the rest of
Why
the
is he?
family, he's a hero.
Why is he a traitor?
He left the war to come back after his darling Asha. It, it's a long history between he and I.
Asha from Sleepy Hollow?
Yes.
Wow. Is she still alive?
Yes.
Yeah, she died, didn't she? And then we brought
We
her
brought her
back.
back. Yeah.
Yeah. God, you know everybody. Like, we've met everybody that you know. That's weird.
Well, the family lineage between this town and Sleepy Hollow is thick. The next town over, we kind of stay away from, but so you might not find as many of us over there. But Sleepy Hollow, we might go back to, depending on if my grandfather has laid to rest or not.
Pretty sure he is. It wasn't his spirit.
He was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I have a friend over there. I wonder if he's still there. He's a high elf. Owns a
Ugh.
tavern.
That guy, he's still there.
Is
Ugh.
he?
Yeah, he's the worst.
I'll go back and visit then once this whole vampire issue has been settled. By the way, what the High Chancellor did probably did nothing to help your friend.
Oh, nice. So, why did that happen then?
You have to get him back to my mother.
Okay.
You have a few days. It's not a big rush, but like the High Chancellor did say, you are going to have to make sure that he doesn't die between now and then.
And if he does, he'll come back as a vampire.
See.
See? I
Sorry,
don't
that's
speak
goblin. Yes.
Nans. Terrible. Okay. I guess we're leaving then. We'll try and brave the storm and get out of it as fast as possible.
Just be careful.
Always.
Oh, that rickety bridge, by the way.
Yeah?
Say the word atu.
A 2?
Atu.
Tight. Gesundheit.
How do you spell that?
A-T-U. Atu.
A 2. Like hat 2.
Atu.
And what happens?
Oh, the bridge will stiffen. It'll become almost like solid rock.
So more secure.
Mm-hmm.
Thank
We
you
should
very
get
much.
going
That's
and-
very helpful. We will definitely do that.
Good. All right. So you guys are headed back down the mountain
Yeah.
to your rickety bridge.
Still light out.
It is.
Well, okay. Double checking.
Rickety bridge.
Mm-hmm.
Rickety bridge. A2!
Atu.
Gotcha.
That's actually fun to say.
Then all of the stone, the loose stone laying around the mountain, come together and form the bridge in a more sturdy version of that.
Nice. Meow. Meow.
And you are able to cross it.
Amazing. That was very helpful.
Mm-hmm. Not as scary.
Oh, I want to ask that guy's name before we leave. Can I ask him?
The one that left,
The
His name's
uncle
Ralph.
dude?
his name's Ralph.
Ralph?
Mhm. We are back in town.
Back in town. We come in the road from the north.
You are.
As I cross the bridge, I'm going to see whether or not the doctor's office is open.
It is not open.
Uh-huh. Almost like something happened to the doctor.
You will appear in, and it appears as though nobody's been there.
Yeah.
Nobody's been there.
Little prestidigitation to get rid of the dust.
Did you
Look,
clean up the blood from before?
He did.
Prestidigitation.
Oh, he did. That's right.
Even prestidigitation to grass.
The grass?
None your business.
Nope, nothing to do with me. So we will go back to the place to the house to see where if the family are there, the red people. Although why they would be? No, they're in the Tipsy Griffin, aren't they?
No, they're in the house.
They can't be Tower House. They can't go in there. They were in the Tipsy Griffin. That's why we left them.
Yeah, they're in your house.
Rude. Rude. Rude.
No, that's another character in a different game.
We have the deeds and everything.
You do. Tell us you found it.
We found a bit of everything, including your uncle.
My uncle.
Yep, Ralph.
Oh, that is Big Red's son.
Little Red's uncle. Sorry. Wait,
There we go.
No. Little Red's brother?
Cousin.
Cousin? Oh my god,
Mhm.
it's all too much for me. Can't keep up.
It's a family
Okay.
affair. You could just call him brother, uncle. We don't care.
Right, yeah, we saw Ralph.
Ralph?
Yeah.
He's still doing that?
Yeah. We got Wolfsbane. We got a gold leaf clover if you need it.
And what's wrong with the Atreyu?
Atreyu got bit by a vampire. We were hoping that you'd be able to help him.
How much of that wolfsbane were you able to get?
Loads.
And the clover?
A few. How many do you need?
Well, for the both of them, gonna need everything you've got.
No, I mean 500 gold pieces each, dude. Like, how many do you need?
You paid for them?
No. It's our reward for going and doing it.
You are savage.
Savage? And we just bought loads of. You didn't ask us for gold leaf clover. You asked us for wolfbane, and we thought a couple of these gold leaf clovers might help. That's the kindness of our hearts that's talking there. You didn't even ask us for it.
No.
You didn't even mention it. You didn't even tell us about it, that it might help. I was just suggesting that it might help.
She didn't mention that at all. No, you're correct.
Yeah,
But
we were told
she
by
did
Ralph
ask,
that it might help. That's what it does.
you were asked about her. Was it the apothecary or her that asked you for the wolfsbane?
He asked us for the wolfsbane, but the apothecary asked us for the gold leaf clover. That was a completely different thing altogether.
Okay. Well, then here's 250 for your reward on the wolfsbane.
Okay. You don't need that right now, and you don't need to help Betrayer and Little Red get better.
Little Red needs the Wolfsbane. We can get her that.
Okay.
Atreyu, on the other hand, is going to need both.
Okay.
So who did you get the gold 4-leaf clover for?
We got it for the so we don't want to come back empty-handed because then we'll have to go all the way back up the mountain and it's swarming with vampires up there.
She'll snarl at the word vampire.
Yeah, loads, hundreds of them, all living all happily underneath living.
And
All
we're going
existing.
to go to break.
Okay.
All right.
Put it in Sarah's room.
So we're back.
Mm-hmm.
Take the herbs to the herbalist where they need to go.
Can I ask how many clover are in a bushel?
You can.
Because a bushel is usually, I don't know, like 8 gallons or something. So I'm guessing yours are different. The in-game bushels are different than an actual bushel.
Yes, they are.
I figured.
Yeah. A bushel of clovers is approximately 28.
20?
8.
28. Mm-hmm.
So you go to the herbalist?
How many does she need for a tray? Nans?
My husband was talking to me at the same time. What up?
Oh, how many does she need for a tray fixing?
3.
3?
Needs 3, yeah. It needs 3 for a Treyu,
Mm-hmm.
and then the rest can go to the herbalist.
That's 12,500 gold. Are we getting loot? Are we actually getting some money? Is that what's happening?
You are.
OMG. OMG, dude. Like ANG, like, dude.
Yes, sir. I don't remember now. Was
What?
it you? What was that? I heard a beep. Why am I hearing a beep? My headset dying. Funny. All right, so you got your loot. Now, if you guys want to get gold, you can get or items. The herbalist. You're going to the herbalist now. Gave. I have one more request of you.
Yeah.
If you think you could manage it, I
Go
would
on.
like for you all to discreetly get rid of our Lord.
I believe that I know somebody who wants to do that already.
Would I know them?
Yes.
Oh, okay then.
Yes, you would.
Then I guess I will leave it to their capable hands.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Would you be helping him or her?
If that's what they want, then yes. They need help to do it. How many people in our party?
Yeah.
So are we sharing this reward with Atreyu, or are we letting him have his you got healed, that was your reward?
Yeah, making us climb the rest of the mountain in the cold frostiness.
I'm just kidding.
Darn it.
Um 12,500 is 2,500 each. Gold pieces. Everybody hear me? Everybody add anything to your sheet?
I'm adding it to my sheet as 2,500 gold pieces.
Yeah, Rob, John?
Yeah.
None, do you want to update Cyrus' sheet?
Already did.
Okay.
All right, how much did you say again?
I put it in the loot
2,500?
chat. I
I
put
thought
it
you
in the
did.
loot chat.
Loot chat.
I got it. Thank you.
Oh, there's more in the Bravo channel. I want to know. Dang.
Hmm. I forgot about the loot chat, sorry.
All right. It's new, so you guys, won't know about it just offhand.
Mm-hmm. Why do I add money to my sheet? Can't find it. I've never added money to my sheet before.
The first
Underneath
page.
your
Sam's never gives
weapons.
us any. Oh, here we go.
I have given you money before.
I know, just winding you up. That's it. That's in between me. Bloody cats. Gonna fight each other either side of me. Terrifying. Okay.
When you guys get back, you will find the blue fairy is performing a ritual on Atreyu. You guys met the blue fairy, right?
We met the
Yeah.
blue fairy when we were in the house. We I
Mhm.
think a couple of us did. Everybody else was under some kind of weird spell slash sleep slash weirdness. It was me and Roy. I want to say Roy. Is it me and you? In the house with the symbols on the doors?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Everybody else was sleeping, weren't they?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Oh no, I think we all met in the next. I think so.
Yeah.
All right, so you guys have all met the blue fairy because she's here doing that ritual.
Okay. That's very kind of her.
He should be good to go
Go where?
wherever it is that you all are going by morning.
Oh, cool.
But in the meantime, I might need your help. Have you heard of this Rumpelstiltskin guy?
Mm-hmm.
He
I will.
is. Go ahead.
I will take out the blade with his initials on and just sort of turn it in my hand and go, "Oh yeah, we know, yeah."
I now remember that fine meal I had inside that wall.
secret. Don't let anybody else know you have it.
Okay.
Her eyes are super wide. And pretend if anybody ever asks ever again, that you don't know who they're talking about.
Okay.
Rumple is looking for you.
I hope he finds us.
I hope he doesn't.
Really?
I need him out in the world doing whatever it is that he does so you can gather strength to do what I need you to do to stop them.
Stop who? The vampires?
Stop him.
Or stop him? Okay. Oh, you don't think we're ready for him yet?
I think he's a high-powered wizard.
Okay.
He would do anything to rid the world of everyone.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Can I ask what the situation with the house is?
Sure. But
But
it used to be hers.
yeah, but like I used to live in a house and then I don't live there anymore and other people live there, but I don't think they'd be as welcoming if I just decided to, go there. And
So the thing is, their rituals that they need to perform to save Red and your friend are here in
right,
this
but
house.
did you think to mention that before we
I don't think that she knew, Big Red. I don't think she knew that the house from underneath.
Oh, okay.
I
I
do
mean, we don't have a
apologize for
problem.
her.
I just thought, it'd be polite to just say, "Hey, can we use the house while you're not here?" You know?
Well,
You know.
now that she knows, she will be taking out the ritual table and placing it in her own home. She
That's
will look.
probably a good idea, yeah.
She will look at Red very cross-eyed, or not cross-eyed, but like very cross at her.
Mhm. Okay.
I do have a job for you, though.
Yeah.
I need you to find how Little Red got bitten in the first place. It's going to be, if you get caught, I don't know who you are type mission.
Is she not awake yet?
Little Red is resting.
Can we not just ask her when she wakes up?
You could, but I'm afraid that the ordeal may have messed with her memory a little. Do you not have the means to do it?
Oh no, we'll try our best to find out what happened.
Okay.
Probably be a good place to start though, like trying to retrace her steps, find out where she was, where she's been. I mean, I guess we could probably just follow her tracks or something, but if we knew where she was in the first place, we would have tracks to follow. Do you understand?
I do. She was in the mountains.
Oh, was she? Oh well, I mean, the whole place is swarming with them. So
Hmm. Okay,
And
then.
if you get if you're able to get a message to Ralph, he might be able to give some sort of insight on it.
In the
He's up there in that clericy place, yeah.
I thought he had come home when he had learned that his grandfather had passed.
Nope. No, I think he's thinking about it, but so far has not.
All
Mm-hmm.
right, then. What are you guys going to do in the meantime? Do you need anything from us? You got your bounty? Yeah, she paid you, right?
How
Red?
much did she give us again?
Red gave you 50 gold for the wolfsbane.
50?
Yes.
50, the one, or 50 each.
50 each.
We got 50 each. Okay, I'll put that in the loot as well.
And I can call back the rest of them so they can stop.
We brought plenty. You wouldn't believe where we got that from.
Where did you get it from?
We found a hag who may or may not have wanted to eat our little friend here before he went and got himself bit by a vampire. We found the green hag in the forest.
Agatha. Huh.
Hagatha?
Agatha. Her name is Agatha.
She refused to give us her name. She said that names have power.
Oh, that's
So now
because it does.
No, she's definitely Hagatha.
She's a distant cousin of mine.
Are you guys all related? Like, there's the whole town related? What on earth? We've got vampires and werewolves and hags and everybody's all calling each other auntie and uncle and cousin and brother and God, it's so confusing.
I have one. I'll send it to you when you get
Yes,
it all
please.
complete. You have to get it all complete before I give it to you, but yeah.
Oh, where's the fun in that?
Exactly.
You mean when we've met everybody?
Mm-hmm. That way you can keep them together.
Okay. I'm going to sit down with you, Nans, and we're going to start making it.
I've already made it.
Yeah, well, I'm going to start making it with the people that we've met so far.
Okay.
And then at the end, it'll look like yours.
What do you guys want to do? You're back in town. You have days to rest because your lovely friend Atreyu is going to need it.
Well, we can always leave him here.
You can.
They can keep their eye on him if we ask him nicely, I'm sure.
Although more than happy to keep an eye on him.
Thank you. And if you want to stay in the house to do that, that's not a problem.
Red will roll her eyes, something fierce.
I don't care.
Yep. So what would you like to do?
What else is there to do? Are there any more jobs anyway? Shall we go back to the town square and the inns and see if there's anything else? Any more jobs or rumors or anything? Oh, who did we have to tell about the fish? We have to go back and see them.
Well, it was the fishing docks.
Okay. Then that they should some fish now. It's been a couple of days, hasn't it? So they should have made their way down here by now.
Should have, yep.
Okay, so we did that.
When you guys get to the docks, There's a very well-dressed monocle on his eye elf that comes off the docks, and it kind of is like, point me to the surgeon's office.
What?
Are you
Of sorts. Who are you?
I consider myself a doctor qualifications individual.
Ah, are you now?
I'm going to keep somebody else's eye on you. Now reach in my pocket for an eyeball and couldn't find it.
So are you the master surgeon from the place that you're pointing to?
I will be. They have not been able to locate the one of this city.
Didn't
Oh,
even know this town had a doctor.
Of sorts.
okay.
Well, hopefully when somebody comes asking you for help, you don't treat them like they're not smart.
Maybe we can look into the whole dude going missing thing, although there is
We
lots of
could.
vampires in town. So, you know.
I hope you're not saying that out loud. You're going to talk about vampires around with a doctor?
No.
Well, it's daytime. He can't be a vampire.
Yep.
Are you aware of where the office is so that I might go and get set up?
I will point towards the southeast. There's this big little hut right here, and this little house right there. You go around the side, there's a door.
The building that you were just pointing to, you want to know where that is?
He never pointed to. He asked where it was.
Okay. All right. I will edit my message.
And I will walk with you to make sure you don't
Thank
get
you.
lost.
I appreciate the company. And what do you do, Mr.
I am Roy.
Roy? What do you do while you are here in the city?
Not much while I'm here in the city. I pretty much just lay around, take naps.
Nice. Is there anything that I can help you with? And he's fumbling around, looking for keys to get in the door.
Roy will turn the handle because he knows it's unlocked and open the door for them.
I'll look at you very peculiarly.
Doctor's office is never locked.
Hmm. You're right. It shouldn't be. I agree.
But if there's
And
an
he'll
emergency and you can't pound on the door,
Like if your
because like
fists have been.
you're holding your hand and you're like trying to stop the bleeding at the same time.
Right, you would kick the door, I think.
You're supposed to knock on it with the hand that you've just dismembered while out in
You're
a
supposed to
hunting
turn the
accident.
door handle. If you got to knock on the door, you can't turn the bloody handle.
So, Mr. Roy, do you have any knowledge as to what happened to the old doctor?
He said it was time to move on. And I just thought he was going to go from the waiting room back to his office.
So nothing then. Would that make you the last person to speak with him?
I don't know, you have to ask the doctor.
We've just been out of town for a few days. We've literally just come back to town. We were finding some herbs for the herbalist.
Yes, maybe he went looking for wolfsbane.
What, pray tell, would this village need of wolfsbane?
I hear it's all the rage for the kids nowadays.
We had a friend who was bitten by a vampire and we needed to find some to help him.
Then maybe I shall visit the apothecary to make sure I am stocked on it.
Mm-hmm.
Dal, would you do me a favor and watch the shop for me? Do any patients while I am gone?
The shop?
So
No.
I'm going to be like a medical assistant,
Yes. Could you?
so I can take people's temperatures.
Yeah. Why not? Just don't give them any
And I,
medications.
and I can take
Or
their names.
stick
Can I
them
be
with
a
the needle.
secretary?
Can I give them forms and they can fill out their name, date of birth, bank accounts?
Preferably, yes.
Bank account.
Oh my God, you're giving this guy opportunities. This is great. He's going in the office. He's behind the desk waiting for somebody to come in.
And the doctor will excuse himself, thank you for helping him, and head off to the apothecary.
Why did he
And
excuse himself? Has he farted?
Oh, dear Lord. No, he did not fart. Ugh. After about an hour, he will come back, and in that time, Mr. Roy, there will be 7 people who come in to see him today.
Almost like they knew that he was coming to town.
Well, most like it, or word spread really quickly.
Yeah.
Now, he'll come back. What happened in here?
Huh?
there'll be a nice
What?
little triage sign on the wall. Help this one, help that one. This one has a toenail.
One.
Fungus.
Wow. Efficient the two of you are, aren't you? All right. Well, send them back one by one.
All right, you go. You go. Next. Okay, that one's to the door next. Okay, that one's to the door next.
And after about 3 hours, you've helped the doctor, the two of you, completed everybody get in and out of the office and has treated everybody he's needed to. Thank you for all of your help today. I can't give you much as I didn't collect payment. That's a mistake. I'll need to correct for next time. But here, take this. He will give you each a potion of health.
Nice. A potion of healing?
Healing. Yeah.
Oh. Thanks, dude. I appreciate that.
Mhm.
Do you need a doctor if you've got healing potions? So weird.
One more other thing, because they don't use them on themselves. Healing potions are stupid expensive. It's 50 gold for a healing potion. That's just a basic healing
Wow.
potion.
And, putting arms back on and splints because they can't do lesser restoration.
hmm So, as you're leaving, he'll hand it to Sorsha. You could also use one of these. I don't know who in your party, or if either two of you can use it, but here is a healer's kit.
Oh, that's very useful. Thank you. I will definitely keep hold of that. I believe that I can be of use to people with that.
Roy, what's your passive perception?
If you don't mind, Roy.
Passive perception 12.
Okay. Oops. Thank you.
some reason I think I should buy at some point.
Die?
Buy some at some point some potions of healing.
Oh.
Oh wait, I already have 4. There they are.
I was
Now I
going to
have
say, you
5.
should have some already. I had
No, I
3
didn't
already,
need
and I've just got an extra one. Right. Roy, I think we should go to the Fisher's Docks now before it's time for everybody to go home because
All right, let's go fishing.
we're not going fishing. We're just going to go and tell them that we've sorted out the fish problem.
Let's go.
Mm-hmm.
So you're at the Dockmasters. There doesn't appear to be anybody there.
Hello, anybody here? I'll search around. Knock on these huts.
Nothing.
Nobody.
Mm-mm.
Hmm.
You're going
Bill.
to... Oh, you can be with them if you want to be. Zachary.
I was going to say they're probably all out fishing. Oh, the fish are back.
Are there any boats out on the water?
Nope.
Hmm. Can I leave a note on the dock to say, we sorted your fish problem. We'll come back tomorrow from Sorsha and et al. Sorsha et al.
So I need you to roll a perception where you're dropping it.
Percepzione. 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 14. Not great.
Just before you drop the letter down on the little ledge of where the
Mm-hmm.
Dockmaster's house would be, you'll see a dark red ooze start coming out from underneath the window.
Oh. Well, I'm going to go look inside then.
Self, are you taking everybody with you?
I'm going to say it looks like blood or something here. If anybody wants to come and check, I'm going to go and look inside.
Roy's gonna back up a little bit. Holler if you need me.
Okay, okay.
He backs up a little bit.
Okay, I'm going to kick the door open.
Wow. Violent, okay.
And sell that to Sora. My brother's house.
I don't know
Right.
what you're talking about.
I'm gonna back up and I'm gonna kick with both my back legs, kick the whole door right off its hinges.
Wow, she really does. Do that strength.
I don't have very good strength.
I know.
16.
Oh, you are able to break the door down. You are. And you can get in.
Excellent.
Excellent.
In fact, what I would have done is got the other totem out and given myself advantage on the strength.
Okay.
Why not? Is it the
Whatever
bear?
floats your boat.
I think it's the bear totem. Sorsha 7 war. Strength checks and strength saving throws advantage, yeah. Okay, so I've done that first and then kicked it off its hinges. To
All
be
good. Mm-hmm.
badass.
So you're going to open the door, go in. Well, you bust down the door and you go in. When you get in, there is blood everywhere.
Oh, God. Okay.
And
Guys, there's
a
blood everywhere.
single body lying in the center of it all.
Do we recognize the person?
He looks to be like the dockman that you spoke to.
Is he dead? Cold? Breathing? Warm?
It's cold.
He's cold. Well, shit.
So yes, he's dead.
He's dead. Pick him up and take him to the master surgeon and say, we just found this next door at the docks. There's blood everywhere.
I need you to do dexterity or acrobatics as you are walking in through the blood to get to him,
Oh, I see.
and insanity checks. Dell, are you seeing any of this, or are you just waiting for her to
Oh no,
explain
he's
it all?
going. He's left. He's out on the dock, looking the other way.
Okay.
Yep, he heard
Just
the word
making
blood.
sure.
Yep, he heard the word blood.
Seeing insanity 19 dex.
Okay. You are able to get through there to grab him for your insanity. Roll a d8.
I did it. Oh, I didn't. Did I? No, I didn't.
No,
Sorry.
you didn't roll a d8 yet. No.
My bad. Thought I did.
You're going to
6.
take 3 points off of your insanity score.
It's not great.
And Azriel's sitting back there going, at least it's not me this time.
Does that insanity come back after a long rest, by the way?
Sure does.
I ain't saying shit. Nope. Not saying a word.
right.
So I'll drop the body off there and we'll go back and investigate. I will. Do we know of anybody in the town who isn't the Lord, who is like in charge? Is there any guards or anything? Or
There aren't any guards per se, but you get the feeling that Red and her people kind of do the protecting of this town unofficially.
okay. Does somebody want to go and fetch one of them?
I'll go get one of them.
Okay, I want to have a look through and see if I can find out what happened here. Make sure there's nobody upstairs or anything. Is there an upstairs or are they just little huts?
They're just little huts. There's no upstairs.
Okay. Just look around and see if I can see anything.
While you're moving about every 10 feet, I'm going to need you to do another dex.
Okay.
You're still good. That one you're not.
Uh-huh.
You're near the back of it where all of the paperwork seems to be stored, and you will slip and slide right into the desk itself. Because it's so close to you, you're not going to take any damage, but you are now covered in said blood.
Oh, nice. Okay.
You managed to pull yourself up, and you are looking at the dock paperworks, and it appears to be like almost everybody that docks their boat in town owes this guy money. And there is one serious letter that he's in the process, or looked like he was in the process of writing to Red and her family about the money that is owed.
Oh. I'm gonna pick that up.
Okay. Perception roll. Is he with you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's right there, isn't it?
I don't have prestidigitation now.
Damn it.
I can learn it for tomorrow.
Oh, cheers. Yeah, that'll help now. Clean the blood off me. I'm just going to go clean myself up, I guess.
What's your arcana? Are
Mine?
you proficient? Yeah, are you proficient in it?
No. I'm druid.
Thackeray, are you proficient in arcana?
It should be.
Yeah.
Mine's +2.
When Sorsha gets about halfway through, some type of magic pings off the wall.
Off the wall.
Yep. And armor that has been egressed into it comes to life.
Okay.
Who all is in this fight?
We're all here, I think, can't we? Where's... No, what's his face has gone to get red.
Yeah, Roy went to get red, so it should be
Azrael went to get red. Roy's still here.
Roy. Roy's still there? Okay.
I'm outside.
Azrael
Roy.
went to get red.
All right. I'll need. Who does I play it? Oh, of course. Why do the monsters always go last? Thackeray roll.
Factory ear wicket.
And I'm gonna get a roll from Azrael, but Azrael, I want you to. You're gonna miss a round or two before you can get back.
Or 3.
What the hell?
Wow,
How do you
good job.
roll 0.08 on initiative?
Because he gets a
So
point
on
nine.
negative. Yeah, on negative.
What the hell? It's a really random number.
I think it's hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Thackeray, you're up first.
White in the suit of armor.
You do see the pseudo armor moving to take a swing at Sorsha. He's
Magic missile, I think.
here. I'm gonna make him bigger just so you can see where he's at, but he is tiny.
Eight force damage.
He will take that 8 force damage. All right. Anything else?
No.
Roy.
Roy is going to hold his action, yell into Sorsha. Is the blood covering the floor? Is it covering any walls? Is it on the ceiling?
It's the whole room is the whole building is just covered.
Like everywhere. I'm holding my actions till after Sorsha goes.
All
Okay.
over the place. Mm-hmm.
The Lynx.
How big he is?
No, he's not. He's the same size as you guys.
He's gonna pounce I'm guessing the thing's going to succeed on a DC 12 strength save. You can do a claw, and then if I knock him over, I can do a second claw.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he's only going to take the damage, right?
He's going to take the 9 slashing. Mm-hmm.
All right, then it would be your turn.
My turn?
Yep.
Okay, Shillelagh. And do we have to actually close on these things? I don't know what's going on. Not
No,
really.
you're using your mind's eye. You're up next to it because you were walking by it when it reached out to attack you.
I'm guessing that's a miss. So I missed it. The end.
You do have DM inspiration and 45 minutes left in the game.
No, I'm not going to waste DM inspiration on hitting something.
Okay,
Next.
his turn.
Are you winning?
Sure.
Are you sure
Oh.
you're winning?
Sure. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right, then I'll stay out here.
All right.
Oh.
Multi-attack.
I forgot. We get temporary hit points because I brought the bear out. Where is the bear? There it is. We get what level are we?
3, 4, 5.
5. So we get 10 temporary hit points.
How wide is that
Advantage on
range?
strength saves and strength checks.
How wide is that range?
30 feet.
Okay. Does it have to be sight?
No, it's advantage from the bear totem.
Right, but do they have to be able to see the bear totem?
No.
Okay.
They just have to be within 30 feet of it.
Okay, no. The first miss against the first attack will miss against Sorsha. Because I'm assuming a 7 is less than your armor class.
Mm-hmm.
But the crit will not. You'll take 9 points of bludgeoning damage.
Right in the temporary hit points.
Right, temporary hit points.
Mm-hmm.
Gonna miss Azrael's turn. Zachary.
You're wicked.
Azrael, you can start making your way up. Oh, you did. Okay, cool.
Does this thing look damaged at all?
No, except for, the little bit you did with the magic missile.
Try another magic missile. It's a bit better. 11 force damage.
Got it. You done?
Yeah.
Roy.
Roy is holding his action till before it goes.
Mr. the Lynx.
Mr. the Lynx. You mean Zephyr. Strength save. Oh, that's a miss. Never mind. The end.
It's your turn.
Yeah,
Come
you
here.
missed. The end.
Your turn.
Oh,
Sorsha.
my turn. Shit, okay. Probably gonna miss too. Mm-hmm.
You do not miss.
24.
That hits.
11 of the magical bludgeoning.
Roy.
I'm gonna yell into the building. Are you guys doing okay in there?
Roy, just get in here. We were leaving. We were right by the entrance because we were leaving.
It looks questionable to me.
So Roy will step through the door
Uh-huh.
completely hurl, and take a swing at the monster thingy.
If you
The
want, you can
pseudo-armor.
roll for your sanity.
Absolutely.
Thackeray, if you saw it too, you would have to roll for yours too. Oh, you failed. Roll a d8.
What a shocker! I failed.
You'll take 3 points of insanity. If
18.
yeah, I think you passed yours. Roll a d8 and take half.
Great, roll maximum.
Hmm.
All right, back to swinging at it.
Yep,
9
that will miss.
and uh, 9 bludgeoning. And Roy is as white as a ghost. With today's lunch drooling out his mouth.
Azrael, you are able to make it up to the fight right on him if you wish to, but you won't be able to attack this turn.
So I can move closer to him then?
Yes.
Works for me.
It would be near him. Whatever.
All right. Thackeray. He did bring red with him. It is your turn, Thackeray.
Does he seem to be taking any damage at all?
The only damage that's been given to him is the magic missile that you did and that 9 bludgeoning damage that Roy just gave him.
He was not taking the magical damage from me.
I believe that one hit you took, like you gave him, yes.
11 bludgeoning with a magical damaging quarterstaff.
Yes, he took that.
Okay.
No, just carry on magic missiling.
Mhm.
This is the level higher this time.
Do we think this thing has this thing got blood on it already? Is it this thing the thing that killed the fisherman?
It is covered in blood, but you can't tell if it
Ugh.
came because he killed the guy or if it was because it was standing there when the guy got killed.
Amazing.
15 damage.
Cool. Got it. Roy,
Ugh, Roy is not well. He's not liking this.
are you still waiting for Sorsha or are you going to roll?
13 hit. I
You
got
do
no
miss.
choice. I'm in the room.
You do miss.
No choice,
Azrael,
I'm
as you
room.
come in, I need that sanity roll. That misses as
Hey,
well.
you don't need that roll. Alright.
I don't need blood. I mean, we've seen worse.
He's a 1d20,
bludgeoning.
right?
Yeah, your 17 missed. No,
No, 17 missed.
17 misses. So is your 15. Azrael, you have to hit that insanity button.
I did my DM thing on this one.
Sure. Roll a
Works for
d8.
me. Shit, is it /R then the 1d8?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, good. I literally forgot. 6.
Take 3 points. All right, Roy, all of your attacks look like they missed. You hit action surge. When you're 17, when you go to hit it, you think that you've got it good until you feel the vibrations coming back on you through your warhammer.
I don't think
Links.
it's taking any non-magical damage. Come here.
Mr. Links.
Oh, Mr. the Lynx.
Mr. the Links.
16 misses, doesn't it?
Does.
Do we get extras for flanking?
You do.
Mm. Well,
But you
then.
wouldn't be able to get behind it. You'd have to be on top of him and below him.
Mm-hmm.
I'll even shrink him down to size for you.
Flicking my eyeball.
I didn't mean to sneeze in your earball.
That's okay. I forgive you. Mm-hmm. Let's do. Is he like just sort of stood in one place?
He is.
Well, let's do a moonbeam on his face then. There you go.
It's just an empty suit of armor, like a magical suit of armor.
It's an animated suit of armor. That's all you know. You don't know if it's
Okay.
empty. You don't know if there's a person controlling.
Yeah, there's little creatures inside and we can cook and eat them and they're delicious.
Aren't they?
In the dungeon.
I can believe that.
Sorcerer, you notice that those
Delicious in Dungeon on Netflix. Sorcerer what, sorry?
it does twice as much damage.
Does it?
It does.
Nice.
Just
Okay, if anybody can do Radiant, then that won't like it won't like that.
Really? Good to
he's
know.
going, he is going to swing at you still, Sorcerer.
Okay.
He misses both times. I need perception checks all around. Azrael, you're good to start your fight.
All right, so you still need me to roll perception or no?
Yeah.
All right, let's go. See if I can smack him with longsword.
Nope.
Perception.
Let's try it with Radiant level 2. But let's go with this. You kind of did that backwards. That's my fault.
That perception.
Yep,
The second one was the
tiger.
cat.
Yep, got it.
Mine was a 14.
Second one would have been second swing was a 17, but I did it with a braiding smite.
Branding.
Yes, and that smite is still going because the A17 will not hit him.
Okay, but what does he still get hit with the braided or no?
No,
Branded?
because you actually have to hit him with it, so the smite itself is still being concentrated on your weapon.
Got it.
Zachary.
He must have a high AC or something.
I can't hear Thackeray Earwicket's name without hearing Kaylee saying it. Thackeray Earwicket.
Carry on, magic missile in it.
And the same for Moog Snickersnack now too. Moog Snickersnack.
14 damage.
How do you want to put him down?
Knock his head off.
I just blasted holes in him with magic missiles. Not really.
Knock his helmet off and fart down the hole.
Oh,
dear bag.
That would have been better. Just lack of creativity, basically.
I'm standing outside firing in, aren't I? So I can't really do much.
I guess.
The missile, the suit or armor will fall to pieces on the ground. And you will see a Skeletor head come out of the helm of the creature.
A skull?
Skull.
A skeleton head.
Skeleton head.
Is it a meaty skeleton head?
Would it be any other kind?
I don't know.
No, it's just a regular skeleton head.
Joe, somebody just ran out the back door.
Who ran out the back door?
A duck man ran out the back door.
A duck man?
Yes, a duck man. A man duck out the back door.
It's supposed to be ducked with an ED at the end. I can't spell. Leave me alone now.
Oh, you saw a duck, a man.
A man
Okay.
duck out the back door.
A man duck, not a duck man. Okay. So he ducked out the back door. I'm gonna pick up the skull. Wait, I'm gonna look at it first. Is it magical?
Do an Arcana check.
Do an arcana. Can I just cast detect magic?
Waste a spell slot.
My arcana is shit. Unless Thackeray wants to look at it. Thackeray, look at that. Look at that skull. See it with an arcana and see if it's like magical or something.
Chasing the man out the back door.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
I will get out of this building safely and quickly and chase the man.
Arcana, you could do it. Because
I also have the mobile feet, so I may or may not be quicker than them.
Is that good enough?
24.
It is good enough. Yes, I would say so. The skull is magic.
Is it safe to pick up, do you think? Mr. Earwicket?
Is it safe?
With that roll as well, you know that the suit of armor is also magical, and the suit might not be safe to pick up. The skull is.
Uh-huh. Let's take the skull and go and follow this dude out the back door and find out where he's gone.
Roy, you've already taken off after him. You're ahead of him. You can see him duck into the mines at the last second.
Duck man is going to duck in the mines.
I get a goose. I'll go up here by Red.
She's following Roy.
Okay.
Your speed does increase by 10 feet because you took the mobile feet, Roy,
Yeah.
but his speed is 50, so he's ahead of you by a lot.
Definitely getting away.
Can we leave a note on that suit of armor saying don't touch it?
I will do, yeah.
Hey, wait. This is Red screaming. Don't go in the mines. If you go in there, you're never going to find him. There's so many ways in and out of there. It's like a maze.
We've been in.
Yes, but I know. Cleared it. So they've been in there digging.
Red? Red? Could you turn around for a moment?
Red?
Yes.
And she turns around. Roy's gonna get down on one knee. So much running.
God damn, you sound like me going up a
Stand
hill.
back up. We're all good now. You can turn back around. Thank you.
Are you all right?
I'm fine.
I mean,
I thought you were going to ask me to marry you.
me too. Like, I was like prepping myself for all of this. I don't suggest we follow him into the mines. If we need him, we'll go after him. And appear like out of nowhere at the top of the mines here are two cloaked individuals, black cloaked, who kneel before her, and she doesn't even say anything. They bow, and then they dart off into the mines after the man. I almost called him the Duck Man. See what you do, Roy?
It's a
Do you
man
see
duck.
what you did?
It's my job to bring funness to the group.
It is. Now, why did you call me over there in the first place? Sorry, I'm sleepy.
Call who over where?
You called Red to go over to the docks.
I don't remember calling Red.
Yeah, I said fetch Red. Because we know that you guys are like in charge of the town. There's no guards to call. There was a dead body in here, which we've taken to the surgeon, or whoever that guy is who's doing that job now. Apparently, the surgeon's gone missing. The magical suit of armor just attacked us, and then a dude ran out of the back door and ran into the mines. And there's this magical skull here that we don't know what that does. And like, there's just one mystery after another.
Well, I don't know what the skull is. I can tell you that this armor is magical. I remember the day it came in off the docks. The person who had it went mad and crazed, and we had to put it.
Right. Oh, is it worth getting rid of the armor? Is it worth like trying to destroy it, or?
We were waiting for somebody who had the ability to be able to destroy it. Every
There's a
time,
forge next door. Can we not just melt it down?
nope, we tried that. It didn't work. Blue tried with her magic abilities, and she's just not high enough yet to be able to do so.
Was it a curse or something?
Yes, we believe it's a cursed item. It was meant for the king, Lord.
Okay. I think the Lord's got enough curses on him as it is without giving him more.
She'll giggle.
I don't think there's anything I can do as such with the curse, unless. What about dispel? Dispel help?
I don't think the spell works on cursed items. I think it needs like this whole ritual from the blessings of church persons. I'll look it up.
You'd remove curse, I think.
I think so. I think remove curse would work too.
Remove curse is a third level spell which we don't have access to yet. Oh no, we do. Sorry, we do. But it's not a. Have you got it? It's a wizard spell.
I haven't got it. No.
A cleric, paladin, warlock, and wizard. I haven't got it.
So, what exactly were
Well,
you
we
doing
sorted
down
the
here
fish
at the
problem. There were
fishing
no
docks?
fish in town, and we came to tell them that the fish are back. We spoke to the person who there was like a dam to prevent the water coming this way, but it also prevented all the fish. And we fixed it, and we came here for our well done reward.
I see. So yet again, it seems that I should be giving you some more money.
Oh yeah, you're giving us money?
Well, I'm, as you said, in charge of the city, right?
Well, I don't know who's in charge. I thought you might know. I mean, I'm certainly not.
You want to be?
No. Well, vampires and werewolves running around? No. Do I look insane to you? And maybe a little bit, but not fully.
This You'll see her when she sees the blood, she kind of strains. Her eyes will start to go bloodshot and she pulls back.
Bloodshot? Why?
I thought you were made aware of our situation.
Made aware. Aware?
Aware.
That's a good word.
It's a
Aware.
very good word for this part of the game, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
I am both vampire and beast.
Vampire and
Yes.
werewolf. Yes.
So this is testing everything that I have.
Mm-hmm.
I will get some of my more skilled people on this to deal with this, but in the meantime, here's 250 gold.
Nice. Thanks. That's another 50 each, right?
I think so. Yes.
Yeah.
Seeing how you're in charge of the town there, Red, is there a deed registration office, land management office?
Not that I'm aware of, but I could officiate something for you. You looking to buy a house?
No, I was just wondering where people register their deeds and maintain their titles of their homes.
Oh, that's at the Lord Manor house.
Alrighty. Is that
Is
where
he
you
your
live?
uncle?
She kind of snarls like that one lip up. The fact that you're calling him his uncle, her uncle.
Everybody else seems to be related to each other in this town.
He came from the outside.
Ah, that's why you want rid of him.
Well, in a sense. In the meantime, anything else I can help you with? The skull. Do you guys want it, or can I just get rid of it? Because it's kind of gross.
I'm going to keep it for now because I think we might find a reason for a Michael skull to be existing.
I mean,
right?
It was in the last city, but yeah, of course.
Mm-hmm.
And Roy can't take it anymore, so he's gonna ask Sorker to turn around a couple times. Presentation, 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 presentation.
Thank you.
You're no longer covered in blood.
I was going to wash it off in the river, but that helps.
I couldn't take it. I just, no more.
I forgot you could do it. To be honest,
It was the whole. Ugh.
Yeah, it's pretty gross.
All right. So, what do y'all want to do now?
Well, if they don't think we should be going into the mine, that kind of leaves that out.
Not just now. You can, but not at the moment. You might want to do it when you have your full party.
We've
I'm
got a
curious
full
about that
party.
armor.
Well, we haven't. Well, what
What
are we going
happened?
to do with the armor in the meantime? Because it needs to be destroyed or at least put in a safe place where nobody's going to get their hands on it and get murdered by it.
It depends what the curse is. I'll take it.
You won't know what the curse is until you put it on.
Yeah, that's sweet. I love a good challenge.
So, are you taking it?
Yep. Why not?
You're
Okay.
going to take it.
Yep.
I really don't think you should.
Your name is now changed forever. You are now Gideon.
Is there anywhere that in the town that sells magical scrolls?
Weapons.
So you're in luck. Our enchanter of sorts has finally arrived into town while you all were out. And we can finally upgrade your armor and weapons.
Nice. Wondered
Nice.
if I could be able to find a scroll of remove curse.
You can work on that with Thackeray, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, let's go to
So-
scrolls.
What's this armor's name?
I'll tell you in a minute.
Gerald.
Gerald?
Mm-hmm.
I think
Told me earlier.
maybe Frank sounds a little better. George.
No, let's be frank.
Oh. No, he's Gorok.
No, it's not.
Guy
mean Gideon?
with carry around evil stuff to kill my party members because it's cool.
You'd be surprised.
Yeah, well, they have a little bit of some issues with with it.
I could tell.
You know, you have a thing with timers. They have a thing with cursed items.
Well, if I remember correctly, a paladin, cleric, or a wizard can take that off with a spell. Well, I'm a paladin. I just don't got the spell yet.
Yeah, you can't do it to yourself.
Yeah, once you put it on, you cannot dispel it. You're gonna have to get one of your party members to do it.
That's fine.
No one has a spell at the moment.
And nobody has a spell at the moment.
At the
Mhm.
moment.
Yeah. All right. So your armor is called demon armor.
Demon armor?
Mm-hmm.
Wow, this is really. There we go. What's this do?
A bunch of stuff.
I can see that.
You can speak abyssal now. That's for
can.
sure.
Mhm. No, it's actually not part of the thing.
The thing.
I will
Alright,
say
so
though, because you have this on, your wings no longer activate.
My wings is really okay. Here's what they do. They basically just scare people. And what are they?
I'm telling you, with this on, you cannot have them activated.
Mm-hmm.
and
I really
it's
haven't. I
on.
haven't
That's
even
how you
used them.
find out. Cause you put it on. Da, 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 da.
He's already said he put it on, so it is
Da,
on.
da, da, da.
Yeah, I just gotta equip it.
Da, da, da,
Once
da,
you
da,
put
da,
it on,
da,
you
da,
can't
da,
take
da,
it off
da.
without remove curse.
Mm-hmm.
Or your potty killing you.
Or your party killing you.
Or your party killing you.
The curse is not isn't what you all think it is.
It's not as bad as what they think it is, but it's a cursed
No,
item. So
I
I
get
mean,
it. I get it. Yeah, it's no big deal.
I'm not wearing it,
Actually,
so I won't be researching it.
I can tell you what it does if she doesn't mind.
well, they all have
Mhm.
the compendium. They can all look it up on their own.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
That's not how you spell armor.
I copy and pasted.
I know. I'm
Okay.
just kidding.
Guess,
Don't
I guess
That's how Roll20
yeah.
spells
don't
it.
start with me. There's a U, I know.
Fight me.
I will fight you.
IRL. Right now.
Let's go.
Go,
All
bitch.
right, now I gotta take off. Where's the other? This chainmail. I ain't worrying about my wings anyways.
Wow.
My wings were what my neurotic shroud type were at 3rd level.
Mhm.
Yeah, it just helps me with my charisma saving throws. That's all it did.
I want you to please be aware that Demon Armor my game does not work just like the book.
That's a look.
The book.
Oh. Why?
because I do things differently with armor that is cursed.
Okay.
All right. We only have 10 minutes left. And I think we're going to call it there. Unless there's anything you guys want to do in the meantime. Thackeray, you are able to make, after an hour, you are able to make that scroll.
Why am I?
Well,
Well, if you make the scroll, you can learn it,
I-
can't you?
I don't need a scroll. Well, if he's got a scroll, I'll have one. But I don't want to
Oh,
cast
So
it.
you
that'll
can
take-
copy it straight from his spellbook if it lets you.
Yeah.
But that takes time and money to do, correct?
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
Yep.
It's 2 hours per level and so many gold, I think.
What
Yeah.
kind of wizard are you?
The hairy kind.
Divination.
Oh, I was going to say, 'cause it's half
Nice.
as much time and half as much money for an evocation wizard. I think.
That speaking of, I wanted to look that up before I started today's game and I forgot. Oh, but we're ending the session, so switch to end session.